right, welcome to another episode of 35 All Grip. Got a co-host with me today, Milo Edwards. How are you?
Yeah, good. How's it going, guys?
It's going great. Going great. And the main man tonight, got Jack Meyn.
What's up, bro? Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here to both of you guys.
So I've been meaning to come here just for this, bro. So thanks a lot for having us.
It's incredible that we've got to link up. It's a bit of a big bang here. We got Get That 35.
Bro, when worlds collide.
For real.
Yep.
People have been waiting for it.
It has been. It has been talked about. It's but we're doing it.
And you've been pumping the episodes out, bro.
Yeah, it slowed down a little bit this year.
I'm so slow these days. Like, it's just so hard to get people on, but yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
That's where you come in handy, because I can just listen instead of do my own.
Well, right back at you.
Straight up.
Right back at you. So, I guess just starting off, you've been in North Carolina for a couple weeks. What's been going on?
Yeah, bro. This is my second time here, actually. I came here 3 years ago now, I think, with like Mitty, Zach, Scotty and the boys, and Jade and Dom, like my boys from home. Like, to have them there was insane. But this time around, bro, I'm actually here for Dakota Camp's wedding. Dakota and Tori Wheatley, now Tori Camp. But yeah, I was actually the honor of being Dakota's best man. So here for that. And that was 2 nights ago. It was such a good night. Enjoyed it. There was like crew there as well. Mm-hmm. David, Connor, Bailey, Rick, Milo, Matt. Excuse my coughing.
I saw some vids. Of the festivities.
It was a good night.
So you're the best man?
I was the best man, bro. Yeah.
Wow. I heard you did a great job.
Huge honor. Dude, I wrote a speech in the days prior. Well, I started my speech like months ago. And then in the days prior, I just finalized it. And then I didn't practice it. I was supposed to practice it with Rick. And I was just like, I'm thinking like, bro, you know what? That might be the only time I'm going to be a best man. People can just suck it up. And I actually spoke for 14 minutes or something. So
yeah, got it all recorded. That'll be coming out soon.
But bro, I nailed it, bro. It was such a good speech. I said everything I needed to say, and like people were loving it. So
hell yeah,
straight up.
What's the skating been like?
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
It's been pretty good for you, huh?
For me, yeah. We've been hitting some spots. I couldn't name a lot of them, to be honest, but it's been good. All super sick. It's so good to be out here. They're like real similar. I can imagine it's like an Australian road on steroids. Like steep, heavy, but just long. It's just sick. It's a real good time.
He's loving it because he's not broke off. I got broke off on the 3rd day, bro.
Should we get into the...
Yeah. Bro, it's ridiculous. Well, to be honest, I don't know the exact number, bro, but this is like my something like 18, 19, 20th trip overseas. I get health insurance every time just in case something happens. And, you know, you get road rash here and there, blah, blah, blah. But, bro, this is the first time I've been, like, proper injured. And I dislocated my shoulder for the first time at Paradise. I hit a crack. It's like my 5th or 6th run, bro. I knew the crack was there. I don't know what happened. I just tumbled, bro. And then, yeah, ended up in hospital for the day, like 5-6 hours or something. Had one of the boys from Canada, Sanjeezy. He was kind enough to come through. Milo come through with me as well, because that's what brothers do. But
gotta come back for your boy.
Yeah. Bro, my whole trip, just like, not my whole trip, because I'm here primarily, first and foremost, for the wedding. And then secondly, I just want to see my friends here, catch up with David, Chase, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, the skating part's over.
There's still been some filming happening though.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, bro, but that's life. Like, I'm just like... It's been so long without anything, so that I could be negative about it. I was, but you just have to accept it. Like, what we do is silly. We ride down skateboards. You're going to fall off at some point.
Oh, big time.
Straight up.
Well, you've had some downtime to watch like WrestleMania, right?
What's been going on? I love that you mentioned that.
You're like, I can't do it tomorrow. I got WrestleMania.
Yeah. I couldn't do the potty yesterday because I was watching WrestleMania. I'm a huge WWE fan, bro. And this is the most important time of the year for wrestling. It's like the Super Bowl of wrestling, WrestleMania. It's 2 nights, and Being a wrestling fan my whole life, bro, this is John Cena's like retirement run. So he came back on the second night. He won his 17th world title, and I'm just like, I'm in the hotel room after the wedding, like emotional, but yeah. I know, bro.
Hey, that's cool. I mean, I don't know much about wrestling, but like I'm certainly intrigued by like the entertainment value.
Yeah,
so.
dude. Yeah. Like long-term storytelling. Like there's things that happen in it that like they reference stuff from 20 years ago, and it's like, yeah, I remember that when I was a kid.
Dude, that's sick.
That's it.
I had to bring it up because I'm like, people gotta know. Well, yeah.
You should see his belt in his bedroom from when he was up in the WWE a few years back.
Bruh, yeah. So my mum, when I turned 30, my mum was like, my mum's a G, by the way. I've been name dropping her a lot probably on this potty, but she was like, oh, you're turning 30. Like, I want to get you some, like, a gold ring or a necklace, like something real special. Like, I want to get you some gold. She's like, just get back to me with what you want. And I was thinking for weeks, like, do I want a pinky ring, like a necklace, this, that. Like, I was even thinking of getting the gold tooth or something. And then I was like, nah, bro, what's really important to me? Wrestling belt.
No.
So she pulled up with a spinner belt, man. Yeah.
It's so sick.
That's it.
Oh, do you wear it out?
I have. I had a WWE themed 30th birthday.
Oh,
that was so sick. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Welcome to your 30s. That's pretty cool, man.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. What's been going on? Like, what's Australia been like for 2025? I've never been. I don't know what it's like over there. What's been going on?
Things are quiet right now.
Yeah.
Real quiet at the
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
I'm also a school teacher, so I'm like pretty flat out with like day job, and then I get 12 weeks paid holiday a year, like sporadically. Not when I choose, but like at the end of a school term. So that's why I just try and make the most of going on trips in my school holidays if I can afford it, or if there's something happening. Like I'm just like, let's like make it happen. But Milo, he moved to Australia 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And first time we skated, I was like, he's actually a cool grom, you know what I mean? Like, there's a few things we needed to change, and we got
workshop a few
yeah,
things.
Yeah, we got there in the end. Actually, real recently, we got there in the end.
Yeah,
with,
we
with
did
certain
recently,
things. But he lived like 40 minutes from me. I got like a good crew of dudes that live real close by, but it's like Milo's pretty active, but he just moved like a week before coming here.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be like a lot quieter where I'm at, but it's all good.
I'm living down like where Shannon Tully lives at the moment now. And I know Harry mentioned this on the podcast when he was here, and he said Shannon's not skating enough. But we're getting Shannon out again, and he's ripping.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shannon
yeah.
Tully, who Harry was talking smack on, just bought a house at the bottom of Mount Kira Road, which is where we used to have a World Cup event, like IGSA event. And then an IDF event, actually. But the road's cooked now, bro. It's like rough as guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it even doable?
We skated it the other day.
Yeah.
A few of the boys.
Yeah.
But it's nothing fun. It's just like you get sore feet 1 minute in because it's so rough and rumbly. But good vibe run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just got history. It's really cool. Like, I've seen, like, Kyle Martin, Misha Urban skating down that. And I got to skate it myself, so... These days, I look at the pavement, I'm like, bro, I'll just drive the car. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's not a lot going on in Australia. Like, I from time to time hold little events, and I think now that I'm going to be broke off for a while, I'm probably going to rip back into holding little events. Like, but there's a lot of slalom happening. So yeah, it's just like there could be more. Bro, when Harry's in Australia, everything's happening. He's the conductor, bro. He just like is the one to get stuff done and bring everyone together. But there's like every January, every like New Year's, we have a big trip that like a lot of people go on from like all different states. That's called Bomb the Snowies. And probably by the time this comes out, I've been working on like a full length video of Bomb the Snowies. So that should be up when this comes out.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, actually it was like my best mate who doesn't skate, Rusty, he came along and he's like a videographer. So it was like him and I filming. I did the edit and he did all the sound design and the color. So it's actually like pretty proud of it.
Yeah, it's really well put together, this video. It's going to be cool when it comes out.
Yeah, but not a lot happening, bro, at the moment.
Well, I feel like the Australian like vibe from my perspective is like a lot of traveling like out of
out of Australia.
Out of Australia.
Yeah,
They
I
all
mean,
seem to get around for the most part.
like North Asheville, for example. I think of Asheville as like the Mecca. The hills here are so crazy, bro, and there's so many. It's so dense. They go for such a long time. Australia is like not an old country, and we don't have many mountains. But because of like how kind of new our country is, we have a lot of straight roads, bro. Straight 90-degree turn. We do have mountain roads in every state, but it's not like here. So it's when you think about all the sick skaters that come from Australia, sometimes you're left questioning like how did they get so good, because the hills aren't on this level, you know what I mean? But rough pavement, like dealing with what we have, it makes you hungrier, I guess.
Oh yeah, and I think you get reps in quick too. When you got short stuff like that, you can get a lot of laps in.
Straight up.
And it builds that hunger too. It's like you got to be hungry for it. Like, so that's kind of a reoccurring theme, I'd say, with downhill skating. Like, there's a lot of people that come from places that are like, you know, they're like, how did they get so good on, you know, minimal amount of options as far as hills? So
that's it.
Yeah, there is some correlation to go with that. So, but I mean, you've been doing like Euro Tour pretty much every year.
Oh, I've done 3 now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done 3.
In my mind, it's like, I don't know, I like way more than that, but that's still a lot.
Yeah, I did last year for World Skate, and then did like a stint in France after that. The year before was a big one, like 12 weeks. I had to tell my work about it and everything, and they were like, yep, go, and did 12 weeks. That was Milo's first Euro Tour.
Yeah.
And my other, one of my best mates skating throughout all the years, Jaden, he came for that one. We were with Midi. It was just like a hell crew on that one. But I first went like 7 years ago now, I think, 2018. Right after my best mate passed, my mum she's like, get on a plane. You got to go somewhere. So did Europe. It was so sick. Have you been out there?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Every year I'm like, I'm going to go, and then I don't. I cowered out. Do you race?
I used to do a bit of racing, but I was never. I'm not that competitive, you know what I mean. So it's just like I just like going, being in new places, skating new roads, open road skating, and when there's a race, right, I equally love watching downhill skating as I do doing it. You know what I mean. So racing is a time where I'm like I can actually like sit and enjoy this. You know what I mean. So,
dude, I mean I like to race, but I'm not. I mean I'm not on the pace of like I feel like people that are like that World Cup speed, like you should go and travel the world and do stuff. But like you're saying, as far as being a fan, like the World Skate Games was like when I see people watch other sports like screaming at the TV, and I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
like that's me watching World Skate Games. It was just screaming watching the racing.
It was tight, that World Skate.
But I like I said, I'm not super competitive myself, never really have been, but I understand the competitiveness. Like, grew up with my dad being a huge, like, rugby league supporter and, like, yelling at the TV. And then my brother, he's, like, basically a professional athlete playing footy in Australia. So I can get competitive in a way, but with skating, like, I started skating to be fun. And I definitely will go in a race every now and again. But, like, for the big races, like the World Skate stuff, WDSC, I'm like, that's Harry's job, bro. He needs to be there. Like, I want to see Zach Mills Goodwin up in there because he'd be on the podium, you know what I mean? So I love watching it.
Oh yeah, we need more coverage too. Like that live coverage is important. Yeah. You know. So I'm looking forward to it. What do you feel about like the WDSC stuff coming up? What's your have any thoughts?
You know what, bro? There's so much commentary on WDSC. I don't even know the dude that runs it. But I'm just like, dude, the fact that we have it, like when we used to have IGSA and then that went away and we were scratching our heads like, what's next? And IDF came and then that's gone. And there's this whole arguments here and there about what's going to come next. WDSC are like doing something for us. And I think, like we're just talking about being fans, I can go and watch the sickest coverage of that event. Because for so long, I never understood it with like sponsorships. Like, as long as you get on the podium. Yeah, but podiums get forgotten at some stage. You're lucky to get a photo posted in a magazine or on seeing it on the internet. So to have that live coverage that the WDSC does is like so sick, I reckon.
Oh yeah.
And I'm always seeing people nitpick of what they're doing wrong, and it's like, okay, I understand it. Like there's certain things that should be a necessity. Like tracks need to be as safe as possible. Blah 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 blah. But I'll be seeing people complain about the smaller stuff, and I'm like, bro, look at what they're doing though. No one's done what they're doing yet.
Yeah, if no one else is doing it, like we would have no races on this year.
Straight up.
Someone's got to do it, and they're doing it, and then they're covering it, and
yeah,
everyone's pretty stoked on it.
And they crowned Harry world champion for the second time in his life, and I'm like, let's go.
Is Harry gonna go 3-time?
Yeah, damn straight he is.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
And I'll help him if he needs it. Like I know this year might be a bit different for him with like some sponsorship changes and whatnot, but he moved from Australia to become a world champion, and the dude. He did it. And now he's trying to go again. I'm like, fair enough, bro. But that's why everyone loves Harry, because he's the one. He's got all the competitiveness in him, and rightfully so. So this year, I'm in any kind of race in WDSC, World Skate when it happens. They're supposed to have more events this year. Even like the slalom circuit, any type of skating. I'm still interested to see what happens when it comes to racing. But Harry, he'll be sweet.
Yeah. That's a good bet.
Yep.
Right there. So I'm looking forward to watching it myself, and I mean, especially with Get That too.
Yep.
Also getting some alternative event coverage, which I've been loving.
Thank you.
Also, because I like creating content is cool, but consuming it is even better. So I know you kind of do double time with doing Get That and also trying to skate.
Yeah.
Downhill. How is that kind of blending two of those things at the same time? How is that working out for you?
It's tricky, you know what I mean? Like K&K, I did like side of the track interviews, and even just like normal day-to-day skating, I'm stopping to get photos and everything. But before I even get to like the interviews, using cameras is like my second passion. I love downhill skateboarding. I love using cameras, whether it's for photos or videos. But I just think like when I started Get That to, and I'm sure we're going to talk about later, but I started Get That to do the things that I felt like weren't happening really. And like there's an event somewhere in the world every weekend, and I want to see videos from it. Not everybody can do that, but like what else could come from an event that could entertain people that love watching that sport? And so that's when I was like, let's do the like side of the road interviews. You do some funny ones, some serious ones. You do like even interviewing people's parents.
Yeah.
Like I was
it's a different perspective.
Bro, in Italy, Owen's father was there, and I meet him, and I'm like, what's up, bro? My name's Jack, like having a respectful conversation with him. He's like, oh, I've never really seen Owen skate. And so I'm like, let's do an interview, and I'm trying to ask you some questions to really get the heart out of it, you know what I mean? And it's just beautiful, and interviewing people before or like on qualifying day and getting their emotions coming out, and then like when the finals are about to happen, running around and having interviews and conversations with people who have like, 10 beers deep. It's just, it captures what it feels like at an event. And I'm lucky with, I guess, the platform of Get That, or like having friends that are in the racing to be able to, like Harry, he's spoken about on his podcast, and even other people like Diego, he's a full-blown professional. And for some reason, somehow, they respect me enough to have a conversation with me before it, like a real heated moment of what they train every day for. So there's people, there could be news reporters who'd go up to Harry and they say, hey, can we have a word with you? And he's probably going to say no because he's about to vomit. And for somehow he just respects me enough to be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it now. Let's talk. And in that moment, it like could be a small thing for him or me or whatever, but then I get to share a perspective of what we all love, downhill skating, for people to enjoy that's a little bit different. But that's the thing we Get That when I started. I was like, I just want to do things that I would love another brand to do, because I got sick of waiting around, you know what I mean? So when you're doing, I'm sitting there on the other side of the world, and it's not just me. I speak for a lot of people down there and the rest of the world. Like we love watching like when you do it or when you post a podcast. So that's what I put the effort in to do it myself, because I'm like, well, someone's going to love it out there.
Well, I appreciate that for one. And also, yeah, it's like downhill is so grassroots. You see something and you're like, I wish this could happen. You got to do it yourself.
Yeah, bro.
You know, that's where we're at right now.
Like I'm going back like 10 years now. I used to hang out for like the Venom setup videos, setup Saturdays or whatever. They're not really doing it.
Oh, I love those.
They're not doing them anymore. And I thought like, okay, what else could I do like through Get That I would love? So I started, I've got a few on the Get That YouTube, just like people sitting down with a new pro model talking about their board, blah, blah, blah. And like some of those videos are my most viewed videos on Get That.
People just want to see like a board. Like, what are they riding?
Well, some people just want to hear these people talk, you know what I mean? Like Diego, bro. As I said, professional, great friend of mine, always got time for each other. He's so professional, bro, and he sat down for 5 minutes or whatever talking about his pro model. And like I said, yeah, that's got hell views. Probably made heaps of sales off of it because they're like, oh, so this guy's real. He's telling me why he likes his board. That's going to make me cross the line to go and buy that board. And it's just another thing that like I wish more people would do that. So I'm talking... like we're staying at the skate estate and I'm like, Jesse's telling me about Finnebone and this and that. And I'm like, bro, I want to see more, you know what I mean? From everyone.
Have you been getting any content since you've been out here?
Dude, I've been trying, but like I had a few, like I did the shoulder, had a couple quiet days. I have been filming some follow runs, but I was planning to just have camera in hand the whole time. I can't even lift this arm up, really. Sorry, Mum, I don't have a sling on as well, but yeah. But I was trying to, and then every trip I've gone on, I've brought like a film camera too. We get here and the button broke. I'm like, what is going on?
Super unfortunate.
So I can't even take a film photo. I bought like 8 rolls of film with me, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you're just getting the experience straight to the dome.
Dude.
Just brain memories.
Bro, I had to stop at Ingles and buy a salad before coming here because I just can't take this diet anymore, bro. American
it's pretty
food.
rough, dude. Just lots of burgers, hot dogs. Like, my stomach's not used to this stuff.
So like people will say, "Oh, we should go get this for dinner," and Milo and I'll just give like the look to each other, like, "Please, no."
Give me some veggies, dude. Salad, some veggies.
Is Vegemite a veggie? What's Vegemite?
It's yeast extract.
That's all it is?
Yeah. You tell me what that is.
I'll be doing a disservice to myself if I didn't say it live on the podcast that I'm a Promite dude. So Promite's like a different version. But yeah, Vegemite, it's very Australian. I bought one over for Dakota and Tori. Yeah.
It's good stuff, and I eat it most days.
Did you put it on bread or what?
Bit of toast, butter, a little bit of Vegemite, and that's just like real salty sort of thing. It's good stuff.
Yep. But like in Australia, if an international comes to visit, they obviously want to try it. And you stitch them up by saying, yeah, grab a spoon. And just have like a mouthful of it. Because like Nutella, you can just pump a spoonful, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So we like to stitch people up.
So... So like you're not into eating like fried food every day and stuff, or no?
I don't even want to read the word burger for like the next 6 months. I just can't do it, bro. But shout out Rockies. Shout out Rockies, chicken. Bro. Fried chicken. What I pumped the other night, bro? I had hell tacos, man. Like such good tacos. Because Mexican in Australia sucks.
Okay.
Everything else is sick. Hell multicultural, like. Great food everywhere you turn, but the Mexicans no good in Australia.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Huh. Jeez, dude, Rocky's like kind of a masochistic eating experience. So if you go too high, you're like, was that even good? I'm like in pain.
Until I came to North Carolina last time, I'd never had collard greens before.
Oh yeah. Well,
and they're good, bro.
They are good.
Yeah, probably because they're green.
Yeah. But like a lot of times they'll get served with like sometimes like pieces of bacon and stuff in them too. Like
right.
That defeats the whole green point.
Right, we go back to Rockies this week. I'm buying a shirt.
Yeah, you got it.
I was supposed to come bearing gifts. I'm getting a Get That Asheville shirt done. It didn't get done in time, but when they come, there's one for you, sir.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go.
I saw something posted on like Instagram or something. I saw like the file.
I was trying to choose what colorway to do, and I think it was Rick was like, "Why don't you do like Pastry Boys colors?" And I was like, "Bruh, that's a little ode to them, a little nod to the Pastry Boys," because I used to love watching all that. So we're doing like 20 pink and 20 blue shirts.
Oh,
Swag, bro.
Looking forward to it.
Swag.
Yeah, what you got cooking for Get That for 2025? You said you got the video coming out.
Yeah, I got that little video coming out, and I have been just putting like sick clips away for a few years to do like another full length type thing, but just finding the time to do it. Other than that, I did I think I did a drop before Chrissy, and I think it's time to start working on the next drop now and just work out what it's going to be. But yeah, like Get That, I guess the core of Get That is to take a photo of someone skating, get that photo illustrated, and get that illustration printed on a shirt. And they're known now as like the skate graphic shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd probably be easier for someone else to talk about them, but I guess it's turned into like a special thing to get on one. So it's actually been a while. It's been a fair while now since I've put someone on a Get That skate graphic. I think the last one was Scotty after his big world tour. So now I just got to think of who's going to be on the next Get That shirt and get a good photo, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Right.
Who knows who it'll be though?
Who knows?
Yeah.
So last time you were in the U.S. was with Scott.
Yep.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Scotty had that big year, bruh.
Man, watching him skate is different.
It's crazy.
You know, before that trip, he was skating for like 2.5 years or something.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he's fresh to it. Street
He's
skater
fresh
though.
as, bro.
They always pick it up quick.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
street skaters, like, yeah, turn left, turn right. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a big year, but that year was that's when the year first opened back up from COVID.
Mm.
And I actually came out to the States like 3 days after the world opened back up in January. I came out here with Harry and Aiden Essex, one of our like, boys from back home who owns a skate shop actually. Rides for Powell as well.
So this was like a year prior.
No, it was like 10 weeks prior, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
same year.
I came twice in 10 weeks. I came out here twice in 10 weeks. So I came in January, did like California the first time. Just like stayed with Frenchie and them and just go to Malibu and actually went to Laguna, hung out with Roger, got to stay out there and
You hit tuna.
yeah, hit tuna. I got rolled at tuna. Same as Harry. Harry was way worse than me. I just got rolled, bro. But that's life. And then 10 weeks later I came back out here for Tepe. Best event I've ever been to in my life. After Tepe we went up to San Fran. Like high school mate of mine lives there, so got to catch up with him and skate all the stuff there. And then we kept going through up to Maryhill. And while we're at Maryhill, bro, staying in the hotel, the boys like, what are we going to do for the next like week after Maryhill? And someone was like, oh, let's go to North Carolina. And like, it's so hard to like plan things, well, to plan big moves when you're on a skate trip, right? So I'm there like my boys, like Jaden and Dom, my boys for years. They're there, Mitty's there, Zach's there, Scotty's there. There's like a hell Australian crew. And someone was like, oh, let's go to North Carolina. I'm like, I'll go to North Carolina, bro. I got money put aside, whatever. But then you got to account for everyone there. And like, can we make this happen? Sound like a dream, bro. But somehow we all booked tickets, return tickets. It was like 800 Australian, 900 Australian. So whatever that is. And then we flew out here. We got the sickest Airbnb too, and just like did a whole bunch of skating. So like he skated a bunch of runs on this trip already, but he hasn't hit like Shitty, Sucky, SOS, GRC. He's hit. I know you can't skate that anymore, but like so much stuff he hasn't hit. He hasn't even hit Chimney. We've just gone straight past it to
Out of paradise.
to Paradise. Have you skated Elk yet?
Nah, I still haven't even skated
Really?
out.
So there's
I've
With that.
I've gone up it twice and down it twice, not on a skateboard.
Well, I'm leaving on the 25th. When you leaving, bro?
I'm here until the 7th of next month, so I got some time.
Yeah.
I got like
You
two-
have to drive back
2.5
down
weeks.
again.
Straight up.
I was
into town.
down Elk to the hospital. It was like,
Oh yeah, it's my fault, bro.
Hey man, I know you're hurt, but can you drive a follow car? You just shuttled me down to the
Yeah.
bottom.
It's all my fault.
nah.
Not
it's all
happens. We're gonna get back into that trip in a second, but I got a guest question that kind of, I guess, maybe is on the same route as like going on skate trips. Got one from Mitch Thompson. Here goes.
Oh, bro, nah.
Hey, Mr. Meyn, Mitty here. This is like a two-part skate trip kind of question. The first part, you're going on a skate trip and you must leave one thing at home, and that's either your camera or Bing. You can either bring Bingy Boy or your camera, and you got to pick between them. The second part of the question, you've been on skate trips with lots of people over the years, so can you make me the most chaotic car? Like you and 4 other people in a car and just chaotic good, but a hell of a time. Hope you're having a rad trip, bro. Miss you heaps. Shout out 35 All Grip. You!
Yeah, bro.
It's a great question.
Bro, I love to meet you straight up. One of the best people you'll ever meet. And this is what I always say, right? And I'm lucky to have Milo next to me. Mitty is like the angel on your shoulder, and Milo is like the devil on the other side of
Oh, really? You got a little devil over
Yeah,
here.
he's just
Apparently
like,
so,
yeah.
dude.
But bro, Mitty, the first part, what was it?
Camera
I have
or
to
Bing?
leave my camera or Bing. I've got a son named Bing. He has 4 legs. He in the garden, and I love him so much. He's at home right now. If I could take him, actually everywhere I am traveling, and you know this because we've been on like 4 trips now, but I'm always like, bro, why can't you just travel with your dogs, bro? Why can't I take my dog to the French Alps?
Because they got 4 legs and in the garden.
But anyway. But no, that was a nice little question. But I got
What kind of dog?
He's a Tasmanian Smithfield.
That beats me.
Yeah, he's like, I've learnt to wear hair as an accessory, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that second question's hard, bro.
It's such
Most
a good
chaotic car.
You got to throw Jaden in there.
I'll throw Jaden in there because Jaden never wants to drive, and then Jaden will drive like 30 minutes on a Euro tour, like cross country, 12-hour drive. He'll drive 30 minutes and he'll be huffing and puffing. He'll be like, when are one of you guys going to drive? It's like, bro, it's been 29 and a half minutes. So I'll put Jaden in there. I'm assuming I have to be amongst it.
That's pretty chaos already. You too.
I'm gonna
It's
get
already a problem.
I'll get rolled for saying this, bro. I love to him, but Zane. Zane Bonza from Queensland, Australia, only because he'll crash the car and ride it off, which is that happened on the last tour. Sorry, bro.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, that's 2. Oh, bruh. It's like, I don't ever want like Scotty in my car because he'll just be holding like illegal things he shouldn't have in his hands and have a little bag full of stuff the whole time. So probably Scotty.
How many people can this car hold? 5?
Wait, that's 4.
4.
And there's 5, assuming we don't have lots of bags. Bruh. Who do you think, bruh? Or probably Neil Duddy.
Neil Duddy.
Yeah.
That I can't believe we skipped that one out.
Because he won't drive at all. He'll be too intoxicated.
Oh, so you got one person that doesn't want to drive, and another one's just too drunk.
Straight up. And I'll be the Dezo the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Shout out Mitty.
I like
Yeah,
it.
bro.
Shout out. Thanks for the guest question.
Yeah, love to meet you, bro. I wish you were here.
So yeah, back to I guess your 2022 trip with Scotty.
Yeah.
Were you the one that filmed the raw run down Jitterbug?
Yes, I was.
So I've heard that was truly first run.
Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna tell the story.
I mean, I think we should get into it.
We were here for only 5 days, bro, on that trip to NC. So it was like no rest days, no chilling, no nothing. Like get up and go. We had a sick Airbnb. I forgot where. We had a sick Airbnb and people coming through every night doing food, tattoos in the kitchen, like you name it. It was so sick. But there was just like, I think maybe the second last day, I was like, we need to get clips. Let's just get clips. And we actually like didn't take the camera off the bonnet of the car all day. And I duct taped my camera on. And now I use a mount, but I used to duct tape it to the number plate with a strap through the bonnet, and you'd shut the bonnet and the strap would be in there, and then I just do it like that. And then and the lens I was using at the time had no filters at all. So this street skating brand called Tadashi Filters would make like a dome my arm has like a dome, and you put the dome over it, and then you'd tape the dome back so the dome wouldn't move, and we kept the camera on all day. When I've probably filmed 9 different spots maybe, and then we're like going from spot to spot, and time's ticking, the day's gone so fast because like 3 people want to run, and then they want to do practices before it, and it was so sick. But we're like going across town. I don't know where Jitterbug is compared to where I am now, or where we're staying, like in Candler or Dakotas in Black Mountain, but it felt like it was a bit far away. And it's like the day is about to end, the sun's going down, and they're like, oh, let's go to Jitterbug and film a run. And I'm thinking, I can't take the camera off. I got to adjust color if it's darker and everything like that. So we were racing. And
I'm just on the highway with the camera on
the highway, bro, no problems. Yeah, in hindsight, so silly.
No, but it's cool.
I think it's sick.
Like, I mean, it's a cool story.
Like, cars are probably like, who the hell is filming me right now?
So we're going to go to Jitterbug, and like I remember the drive. We haven't been there on this trip, but I remember the drive being so beautiful, like in that area, like lakes and all this stuff. Anyway, we pull up. Chase is like, I think we can get in. And then he's like fiddling around, he's fun, and then all of a sudden we're like 3 cars deep or whatever, and then Chase is just like the happiest face holding like these keys up, and he's like, what? And then he got like 2 keys for it, and so we get in, and we drove that car so fast up that hill, and like other hills we'd probably drive down it or just check it out, whatever, but we knew that the sun was going down like this, bro. So we get to the top, and I know that this is like kind of going to be a one-time opportunity because I was leaving 2 days later. Scotty was geeked up. He had like a set of wheels he'd kept for like months, specifically if he were to go to Jitterbug, because we all know about Jitterbug from other runs. And we get to the top, and I'm just like, I need to check the camera's colors. Like, I can't. So I had to take it all off, rip the tape off, get it on do it all, and I set it all up, and then we put it back on as quick as we could, and then Scotty was changing his wheels while I did that, and we kind of just like, he just came and gave me a massive hug, and he's like, let's go. And I just said to him, I was like, bro, this road is gnarly. If I don't do a good job, I'm sorry. And then first drop, it was like the craziest thing I've ever filmed. And like, I've been reading the comments, and people are like, oh, he's definitely been there like plenty of times before. I'm like, bro, look at the road.
There's no lines on that.
Not one line. Not one line. I don't know how long it had been not skated for. I thought people were always going out there, but I guess with the gate situation, they hadn't for a while. And yeah, it was so gnarly, bro.
He nailed it. That was maybe the... I'm going to say it's the best Jitterbug run of all time.
Even if I didn't film it, I'd say that too, purely because it's the first drop he's ever done there.
Like,
and like, he puts his hand down, like, who cares? It's his first drop.
What, did he touch a puck for a split second?
Oh no.
I don't think
end of the world, dude.
I don't think he ever put a hand down, did he? Or maybe just for a
maybe
second?
coming out of like a couple of righties, but that's like tap.
Yeah,
Just tapping.
He hit a big stick and he almost fell over.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna happen.
But like, were you in South Africa when that dropped?
No, I was in Australia.
What was it like to see it when it first came out?
The Scotty run?
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, because we went that night. We were watching other Raw runs, and like, there's a lot of people who've done a great job. But how can you argue it's his first run and he did it that well? You know what I mean?
Just like the Thane line, like,
yeah,
the Thane lines alone are just like beautiful.
There's a section at the
like,
bottom. He does a pendy squatty. So the longest lines I've seen in a long time, bro.
It's like 200 foot.
Yeah, yeah.
It's never ending.
It's crazy.
That's awesome. What did you film it in? I always like to ask what car were you in? Do you remember?
Oh, I kind of got stitched up on that trip. So like, I always try, like, primarily for filming, I want a little car, right, that handles well. And we rock up to the airport. It's actually funny. We rock up to the airport and they were like, we don't actually have that car right now. So we're going to give you, bro, it was ridiculous. They were like saying all these big words. They're like, we're going to give you the complimentary upgrade to like a platinum vehicle. I'm like, bro, I don't want a platinum vehicle. But who in their right mind wouldn't? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're straight up trying to give me. I could be wrong because I don't know cars, but I swear, bro, it was like a Mercedes G wagon or something. And
Like
I'm
a
this
SUV?
yeah, bro, and I'm this idiot who's trying to say like, oh, I don't really want that, and I was talking so much smack. I'm like, oh, I went on a trip once. I had one of them, and it really didn't handle well, and I'd really just like something little, and I'm just trying to get it the tiniest car, and they're like, oh, well, they're confused that I'm saying no to like a platinum vehicle free upgrade.
Like you don't want the G-Wagon.
Bro, I didn't want that. Bro, come on.
You would have rolled it.
I would have rolled it, bro.
Oh, easily.
And then they're like, oh, come back in half an hour, whatever. So I'm like, I'm waiting because I want the little car. And they're like, all we have is like a Kia 9-seater van. And I'm like doing the calculations in my head. I'm like, there's us coming. We're going to be skating with these boys. Zach Mills Goodwin was on a later flight and he was still in Cali. And I ring him and I said, bruh, because he was hiring a car as well. And I was like, bruh, when you land here, I don't care if you got to wait like 3-4 hours, bruh. Just please get the tiniest car possible. And here's why. And I told him, and I said, I'm going to get a 9-seater. That's going to shuttle everyone. You get a tiny little box, little like Hot Wheels car, like tiny little thing. And that will be the filming car. And it worked out perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole trip we had, this full soccer mom car, and then a little film car. Yeah.
Nice American accent there.
And we pumped it, bro. We just smashed that van around, bro.
So what did you film with?
I filmed with it was like a little white, I think Skylar took a photo of me filming behind Midi at Secret Surf Spot. I forgot what it was, but it was tiny, bro. Like
Real boxy looking.
real
though.
boxy
Funny
looking
shape.
cube type thing, but it handled pretty well. It did the Jitterbug run, did the Xibalba run, and yeah, it was sick. But like I said, camera duct tape to the number plate.
That's awesome.
The Xibalba run of Scotty's is also another crazy one from that trip.
Yeah, that's
Straight up.
absurd.
Mm.
Was he on like fresh square lips for that, or like
Oh,
pretty decent?
Damn near. He was. I think that was like his third run there or something. Yeah.
That was it was like he was skating it like it was a race course.
Yeah.
He was skating it like he's been skating it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like totally. It was no big deal.
We went there the other day, bruh, and what it like.
It's a scary ass road, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
It does not play around. And after seeing the road and now seeing the video and now seeing the road, it's like that run's just so much crazier.
Yeah.
It's a great run.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I'm waiting for Harry. Harry said he was filming on his birthday. on like where are them GoPro clips? I want to see Harry skate that road.
Yeah, well, he was talking about that.
Mm.
I haven't seen any clips yet.
Not yet. They'll come.
So
Come on, Harry.
we've been talking about a lot of other people. I haven't really honed in on Jack too much.
Let's go,
Yeah,
bro.
we've been kind of going on random tangents, but like, when did you get into downhill, and like how did that come about?
Oh, bro, there's like layers to it. Like I guess with everyone,
Let's peel them away.
like a lot of kids get a skateboard when they're young, so I did that, whatever. But my dad actually was like working on a job site, and I think the story was like the owner's kids were like playing up, and the dude wanted to punish him, and he hit my dad up. He's like, "Do you want this longboard?" And my dad was like, "Yeah, right." So my first board was a Kelly Slater, Flex Dex 40-inch.
A Kelly Slater?
Yeah, Kelly Slater had like a deal with this brand called Flex Dex, and their whole thing was like military grade unsnappable boards. They had advertisements of like elephants standing on them and stuff. But Kelly Slater had a deal with them before Kelly Slater moved to Arbor. Actually, he had a board with Arbor. But I was kicking it around on my Kelly Slater board for years, and then like people at my school got into Sector 9s. Like every surf shop in Australia, you'd walk in, there'd be a Sector 9 rack, which is beautiful because now it's like you can't really walk into shops and see boards anymore. But from there, I just stumbled upon a Concrete Wave magazine, actually, and that's what got me hooked.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I was like working somewhere in Sydney with my mom. I was like 13 or 14. I remember it was 2007. I've spoken about this on my podcast a few times actually, but it's a cool story. But like, it's Speedboarder of the Year issue. So it says in big blue letters on the front, Speedboarder of the Year. And you'd assume that the Speedboarder of the Year would be on the cover, right? So the Speedboarder of the Year was Misha Urban. There's like a multi-page spread about it. But the guy on the front cover is Stephen Dado, who's an Australian legend downhill skateboarder.
Yeah, okay.
And I was just intrigued by like he's riding a longboard, and I ride longboards, like Sector 9. I had like 4 of them by this time. And I'm like, he's riding a longboard, but he's got like a motorbike helmet on. He's like standing funny. It's on this big road. And I was just I had to get it. And then, yeah, you know, cliche saying, my life went downhill after that.
That's so cool. It was a picture
Yeah, bro.
that sparked it. Like,
Yeah. Well, where I lived, I grew up in a town named Carryong, and it's like one town on top of a hill where I live. So as a kid, you can't escape to the next town. You can't ride your push bike to the next town. You're stuck up there, or else you're going to get on the highway, and you're not going to do that. And the town itself was really up and down hilly. So if I want to get to like the corner store or my girl's house or this or that, I'm going up and down a hill. So I was skating down hills on Sector 9 cruises, but just standing up going down hills because I didn't know you could tuck.
like no helmet, no gloves?
Oh,
or-
nah, my mum, shout out my mum, always was like, if you leave the house without a helmet, I'll flog you. So I always had a helmet on. No gloves though. But then when I got that magazine, I'm like, what do they got on their hands? Why are their wheels so big? And I was just hooked from there on.
That's so rad, man. So, you got any skate spots that, like, where you grew up that
Yeah.
anything that, like, people are, that are, like, session spots for anyone?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. It's got a like questionable name in 2025, and you know if anyone's going through anything, there's places that can help you. But there's a road called Suicide Hill, and at the top of it is a juvenile jail,
Okay.
and at the bottom of it is a maximum security jail.
Oh, wow.
So like well, it's a loose term, but like, you know, people who've done really bad things in Australia, like really bad things, they're in that jail at the bottom, and it's just the road in between. So we'd go there. We still kind of go there sometimes.
Yeah, it's closed off to public traffic too. The only people driving between it are prison workers.
Yeah, because they brought a new road into the top of the juvie, because like no one needs to drive to the maximum security. They just go into the juvie, so it's just like a free road to skate on now. But yeah, we had like other hills. We had like this old Pacific Highway. We'd call it like, there was a really steep side and then a chiller side, and we called it like Chill Hill and Kill Hill, but like they're just torn up like gravel these days. You've never even been there, eh?
No, just driven up them, and it's like we would never skate it.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's sick. So, like, when did the sliding era...
It's funny you say that, and
When
it's
did that
funny I
start
just
happening?
spoke about Suicide Hill because flicking through the mags, I seen Thane lines. I think the first Thane lines I ever saw, like I guess intentional ones, was actually like a Seishun ad. Remember the brand Seishun?
Yeah.
They had these red wheels, and the advertisement was big Thane lines. And I'm like, bro, what? But I had Otang Stims, yellow ones. They're the first wheel I like made Thane. And I did it at Suicide Hill. But prior to that, with Sector 9s, because I was watching like for all the way in Australia, there's not a lot of, you're not seeing skating or longboarding on TV or anything, but like Lords of Dogtown, they'd be doing the little Bertleman slides. So I remember out the front of my house, me and my best mate Ricky, he had my mum bought him a Sector 9 too when we were younger. He was living with me for a bit. We did like a square of candle wax on the road out the front of mine. And I think, how was I not just getting broke off, bro? But we'd be skating towards it. Once we hit the wax, we'd just spin around and have a hand on the ground and this and that. And I'm like, bro, what were we doing? But that was probably my first sliding.
Wait, you put... wait.
We did a square, a massive like 2 by 2 meter square of just candle
To make
wax.
the wheels slide?
Yeah, bro. It was slippery as. But that's my first. But yeah,
That's sick.
my first Thane lines was at Suicide on yellow stims.
Well, I never thought to put wax on the ground like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was his idea, not mine, bro.
Hey,
Sounds like it.
I think that's pretty sick.
Mm.
So you're a big Sector 9 guy
Yeah,
here.
bro. And you know what? Shout out to you for having this behind me. Louis Poloni up at right before the Dipper at Newton's Nation, Bathurst, Australia. That's the hometown of Mitty. And when I say hometown, bro, I mean like his address says Bathurst on it.
No kidding.
But yeah, I'm a big Sector 9 dude, bro.
How many Sector 9s do you have?
What do you reckon?
You got a lot of them. Like,
Yeah. The thing is, like, I know, like, Max Caps has a lot of Sector 9s. He's a big time collector, but, like, he rode for the company and friends, and he lived over here. So it's, like, hard to get Sector 9s in Australia, like, rare ones. But I just was a huge fan of the downhill division, bro. Like, the pin-up girl decks.
The Roxanne.
Bro, they
Lacey?
just... Yeah. Lacey was my favorite. But, yeah, I just made a point of getting Gen 1 and Gen 2 of them, and then along the way, I just start collecting, you know, cruisers that I once had that don't anymore, or like sanded the graphic off. I'd make a point of chasing fresh ones of them and just trying to get things as fresh as possible. And then, yeah, I guess when you collect and you start getting gifted boards too. So I just got like big Sector 9 collection, but they're like as old as me. They started in 93. And there's something about that was special to me. And they transitioned me into downhill, I guess, from riding cruisers all the time. And I've got a big respect for Sector 9, and the fact that like they're coming back is just like incredible to me, because when they died out and things were like kooky for years, bro, things were just not going good, everyone's leaving the team, and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, that's the coolest thing ever in Australia. Is like if you saw a longboard, someone would call it a Sector 9. It's like it took the name longboard because it was so big in Australia. But yeah, I just love it. The fact they're coming back so sick. But like even like they've made so many other funny and cool products over the years. It's like when you're chasing stuff down and you find that stuff, it's really cool.
So you kind of sidestepped the number there. How many decks are we talking?
Sector 9s, they're like 40 or 50. Yeah.
It's a good amount.
But just important
That's
to me.
a good amount.
I remember I was
Max Caps probably has you though.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. And respect to him. But like, yeah, I'm from the other side of the world, bro. But like, I just love boards, and I guess it was from a place of like when those downhill division boards came out, I couldn't afford them. I was a kid, so now that I'm older, I'm like, I want that. But yeah, I remember I was on my first Euro tour, bro. I was in Germany, and shout out them, they're closed now. But there was a real respected shop in Munich called Boneless. And the owner was like OG downhiller, and I didn't know this. I'm just like trying to find a skate shop in the city while I was there. I was staying with Stefan Riesch, and while he was at work or something, I checked out the city, and I find Boneless, and I go in and I'm talking to this dude, and I'm like, he has like a couple Riesch helmets on the wall, a Sector 9 race, like 40-inch race, 42-inch race, but with like a rounded nose. And the grail of Sector 9s for me, because I used to go on silverfish and that, the grail for me was a Sector 9 race. Like hell rare, like wood grain with the sick graphic. And I see this one on the wall with a rounded out nose. I'm like, bro, and it's covered in signatures. And I'm trying to like wait for the owner to like have some free time from customers so I can have a conversation with him. I'm like, tell me about that. And he's like, oh, it was actually like Noah Sakamoto wanted like a rounded nose, and then on top on the standing platform, so the concave just being normal, they like half routed, I guess, semicircles in it for like your feet to plant into.
Oh.
And he took it off the wall. I got to stand on it, this and that. I'm checking it out, and then I'm telling him how like, I'm like, bro, I'm from Australia, bro, and I used to see this board on Silverfish, and I've never seen a race in my life. Like a Sector 9 race in my life, and I was just saying how thankful I was to see it and everything. And then the shop had a basement, and we walked past the stairs to the basement. The door of the basement's open, and leaning against the wall is the freshest, never mounted Sector 9 race. And I'm like, and he's like laughing at me, telling the story about like being so hyped to see a board. And then he's like points to it, and I was like, is that yours? And it obviously was. I said something like that, and he's like, yeah. And I was like, I just got like my tax back money in Australia. I was like, bro, I'll give you 500 euro right now for it. I was just geeking because I'd never seen one before. And I was like, if he's got to sit in his basement, then like I'll offer something, you know what I mean? probably jumped the gun a bit too hard, but he's like, oh, he grabbed it and I'm taking photos and looking at it and he's like, man, it's warped. I'm looking at it, it's like, not that warped, bro. Plus, it's like an almost 20-year-old board or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, I can't sell it, da-da-da-da. And then I'm like, yeah, that's fine, bro. I was just like jumping the gun, you know what I mean? And then he's got all this sick downhill stuff around his shop. He was telling us like he went to the first ever Kozakov and he was so happy to hear I was going to Kozakov the next week and real respectful dude. And then I said goodbye and like dap him up and thank him for the time because I spent like a good hour there talking to him. And then he's just like, how long have you known about that board for? And I was like, bro, since like 07, 08 going on Silverfish. And he just picked it up and handed it to me. And he's like, yeah, I want you to have it. I was like, bruh, like, very special.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I've been being a collector, and there could be more people who have more boards or a better collection and whatnot, but it's beautiful. People want to gift you things because they think you want it. And I just always keep in the back of my head that moment when that fella gave me his board that was, I guess, a prized possession of his at one point, and he saw how much I wanted it, and it's like, well, I want to return that favor one day. So like when people come and do a get that potty or stay at mine or something and they want to look at my collection, it's almost like there's boards I'm not going to give away. I'm not going to give away my Byrons and stuff like that, but like I want to return that favor to stoke someone out one day, you know?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, bro.
Do you remember this guy's name?
I don't, man.
Oh, man.
It was Boneless Skate Shop and they closed down like 4 years ago.
COVID just did it to him.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
So we kind of mentioned Newton's Nation earlier
bro.
in Bathurst. I'm assuming you're a fan.
Oh, man. Such a good hill. Like I know I was talking earlier about that. I don't race a lot, but if Newton's is on, like I'm there. I'm doing it. It's got a lot of cultural history in Australia, being a V8 supercar racetrack. You know, some of my dad's like fondest memories were being there with his brother, like when they're, you know, 18 years old, in their 20s, like just going partying all weekend and watching the V8 supercars. I even went as a child with my dad. I so shouldn't have. I like saw the worst things a child could ever see, like, but it was a good time. It shaped me into who I am. But nah, Newton's was one of the best. It used to be Newton's playground. I know the first one was in 2007. Ethan Lau got second. There was like hardly any Australians skating it, but yeah, I first went to watch it, I think in 2009 or 10. I think Kevin won and it was pouring down with rain. Like the elbow was just a straight up waterfall. And then, yeah, I've got to race it like 5 or 6 times myself. It's just such a good time, bro. And my mum would always, there's a Ridges Hotel, like this big fancy hotel on the track. My mum would just rent like this room that had like 3 rooms on it. Every skater could come and crash if they didn't want to camp up the top of the mount. She'd do food for everyone. Big famous, my mum's famous spaghetti bolognese. You've had that.
Yep.
And it's just like the best time, bro. And you're on a full blown racetrack. But in saying that, like, it's a public road when there's no event on. You can go and drive it, walk it, run it, ride a bike on it. Obviously, you're not supposed to skate on it, but if any internationals want to skate Newtons, you hit Mitch Thompson up, go to Bathurst, and you can go do some late afternoon laps there. It's like, it's all good. But it's such a sick road, bro. And in terms of racetracks for downhill skating, it's dangerous. You got your Vulcan that's a high speed, dangerous. But the thing about Newtons is there's concrete walls the entire way down until you get to the straight. Then you got a little bit of grass on each side of the road, but still concrete walls. So I'm sure if anyone's watching this and you've Googled Newton's Playground or Newton's Nation, the old meat truck videos will come up, and it's just like 10 minutes of people eating it.
Yeah, it's set up for race cars to...
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. The elbow is definitely legendary. That's got to be like one of the most legendary corners. What's been like a highlight year
of Newton's?
Yeah.
1,000%. Having for me personally, because like I'll talk about for skating wise, of course, for me personally, having both my parents come and watch me and like my brother and everything, like so sick, and just all the boys coming down to watch. All the boys where I'm from, all like big time free riders, so they just come and watch. That was sick. But the best skating experience for me, like there's so many, bro. I got to see Everin Ozen skate it. Ethan Lau, Kevin Reimer, got to see him win it a few times. But one of the best Newton's memories for me, and one of the best downhill skateboard racing experience I've ever witnessed, probably could be my number one, I don't know. But bro, like I said, Mitch Thompson lives in Bathurst, hometown hero. He had a whole string of injuries around this time. I'm pretty sure he didn't skate in the lead up to this particular Newton's, but he made it into the finals. And there's a Get That video I made, and I actually put this clip in, but I'm filming like they announce when the heats are coming down, and usually you'd have Striker on the corner on the microphone with a live feed and whatnot. But
God, we need Striker back.
Yeah, bro. But they announced that the finals were on the track, and I can't even remember who else was in the finals. Like, I'm Australian, I don't care. You
Max
know what I mean?
Caps was in it, I know that.
Yeah, there's other people in it, of course, but they announce it's happening, and I just start filming because I know that when they come around the corner, I want to see Mitch Thompson coming first, and I'm going to forget I'm filming and just, like, lose it, you know what I mean? And this year, actually, this is early days of Get That, and I actually put Mitch Thompson on a Get That shirt. We weren't super close at the time, but he's from day one always been a big supporter of Get That, and it just made sense to put him on the next shirt. So yeah, I think it was like a couple weeks prior, I drove all the way to Bathurst and took a photo of him skating, and that was the first time he'd been on a board, and in between then he didn't even skate, but I put him on a shirt in his colours. So on the elbow on this day, there's just a sea of purple, bruh. Like everyone is wearing a Mitch shirt. It was actually insane. And then he makes it to the finals, and like I said, I'm filming. I know that if he's coming first, I'm just going to forget about it. And you see them come around. It's like such a good shot. You see them whip around. Mitty's in first. Everyone's taking like different lines, and he just like nails the elbow so well and comes out like so far in front. And I'm just screaming, bro. I'm screaming. There's people crying. Like I'm tearing up. It's like one of the sickest moments because Mitty, he had all these like injuries, and there were previous Newtons where he didn't go too well in, and it was just like this kind of like comeback for him, you know what I mean? And to be from the town of Bathurst, like I said, it's like a Brazilian winning a race, winning Teutonia. It's like, the Brazilian won it. It's like, but are they from the town Teutonia? Like probably not. But Mitty's from Bathurst, so the whole town gets behind him, whether they are downhill skaters or not, and I'm obviously like screaming, bro. Everyone's going crazy. There's purple everywhere. And it was just such a beautiful moment. I'm like, please cross the line first. Because like, there's everyone in the finals, rightfully so. They're good. And he ended up winning. And it was just like, that's got to be my number one like favorite Newton's moment.
He made it on the front cover of the newspaper doing a shoe, which is pretty cool too. From the podium.
They didn't even use a photo of him skating on the front cover.
They're like, yep.
Yeah, beautiful story, that one.
Very Australian. The shoe, doing the shoey. What's going on with shoeys? Is that an Australian thing or what?
You talking about that today, bro?
No, it was on the podcast we were watching. But
true.
Shoeys, you spill your beer, or you do something like kind of stupid on the heel when skating. It's a shoe. You know what I mean? Like you spill your beer, you drink the rest of it out your shoe. You're celebrating, you drink your beer out your shoe. I don't know. But
tell the story real quick about Jaden at K&K.
So if it's your birthday, after people sing happy birthday to you, you're doing a shoe, and people were he was really drunk and completely gone, and everyone was singing happy birthday to him. It was not his birthday, and he was just drinking these shoes like repetitively.
Yeah, we do this silly thing where it's not your birthday on tour, we just sing it anyway, but it works for them because they get more drinks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone gives you a drink, you drink it, and then people were spilling their drinks, and Jaden was going over and be like, "Don't worry, I got you," and he would drink it out of his shoe. I don't know. It's like,
But people would be across the party and you'd hear them going in the distance, and Jaden would go, "Oh," like he had to do it, and he'd take his shoe off and do a shoe. I was like, bro, they're 50 meters away from this. Yeah.
it's just a silly tradition, I guess.
Yeah, a little celebration.
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
So you guys subscribe to the pretending it's someone's birthday. It's not their birthday.
That's
Okay.
good.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll take notes.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to shoeies though, but I support them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Got to be a supporter.
That's it.
See that the way you're describing it is it's pretty much a shoey for any occasion, honestly.
Yeah, I guess so. You could say that.
Yeah,
But within the skaters, it's like, if you spill your drink, you drink it out your shoe. That's the main thing.
straight up.
Yeah.
What else is some Australian stuff like?
Wearing get that
Yeah.
as
Facts.
Australian.
Facts.
Australian, bro, we come here and everyone's riding a big board. In Australia, it's like little board. I haven't gone the deepest level, but like Australia's all the foot stops, the toe stops, the weight, the little board, the sharpest grip you could possibly get. You come here and David's got a down like his board with street grip. I'm like, that's so sick to see.
I think that's definitely like I feel like in Asheville, like a regional thing.
Yeah, straight up.
Perhaps because I don't. Maybe like California too, in a little bit of a sense, but
Little bit. But I think
Not like here.
especially here, no one really wanted to jump on it, and I think that's so sick.
It makes sense to be riding a big symmetrical board here, though. Because, like, you want to throw a big safety 180, like, you want to be riding a symmetrical board. And I
Bro,
feel
watching
that would happen
David
a
skate
lot.
down runs here is just so sick.
Yeah.
He's gone backwards half the time.
oh yeah,
Each way.
Each way, LA.
Mm.
yeah. The big board era has not ended here though. What about what's going on with like Australian wildlife? Like what's
Here we go, bro.
what is there? I'm
Everyone
a little
wants to
scared.
talk
Like
about it.
I'm pretty much like
What are you scared of, bro?
spiders for
Okay,
one. Big
yeah.
spiders.
It's not necessarily the big ones that'll get you. It's the little ones that you don't
Yeah.
see that you got to watch out
Yeah.
for.
You got big spiders here, bro. There's tarantulas. We don't have tarantulas in
I
Australia.
don't think we got tarantulas here.
Oh, you do in America, bro.
Well, I don't know about here.
Okay.
I ain't never seen one here.
All right. Well, we got like funnel webs and redback spiders. They'll kill ya. There's lots of other ones that'll kill ya, but only if you're silly enough to get killed by them, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just-
All right, that's the
just stay
Australian
away.
mindset. Just stay away. All right.
There's huntsman spiders, which can get like as big as my hand, like that, but
See,
they're
I'm
not
good.
gonna do anything
Yeah,
to you.
they're harmless.
Harmless,
They'll
bro.
bite you, but
Yeah.
nothing's
They get in
gonna
your like your
happen.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah.
straight up.
All
Bro.
right, I gotta get off this topic already. I'm already getting freaked out.
But no, everyone wants to talk about like the dangerous animals in Australia. It's normal for me, so I don't ever think about it.
Or you're the dangerous animal.
Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah,
This guy sitting next to me
This
now.
guy.
Yeah, he's made some life changes. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very nice. Wow. Yeah, we could kind of keep on the topic of events too, because I know you went to K&K. You did some event coverage there.
Yeah, I did event coverage at K&K. Our first Euro tour together, we went to a few events and just didn't skate because we did so much open road skating that by the time you rock up to the event, you get it. And I'm all for supporting events, bro. Don't get me wrong when I say this. Like, go to events, like help supporters, pay for events, just like support this small scene in any way we can. It's just that on this particular trip, our experience was a couple times we'd get to an event and we'd be so cooked from skating that we just needed a break. And I guess it comes back to just like we loved watching it. We loved doing some media on the side. We loved kicking it with people we haven't seen in a while. But we did go to like a bunch of events and skate a bunch of events as well.
Skated all the ones I wanted to skate as well.
Like K&K, bro. I will never listen to someone talking bad about K&K. Never in my life. There's a, you'd know, bro, that there is an ego issue sometimes in downhill skateboarding, and I just won't ever subscribe to that. Like, K&K is so sick. It's a closed road. It's like 18 or whatever hairpins. there's so many different like skill levels, and if you're someone who's such an amazing, great downhill skater, one of the funnest things to do there is to drop at the back, because you don't just have to get through the corners, and you got to get through every rider. But like the party that happens, the different countries that are there, it's just like so sick. The organizers are nice people too, and it's just like a great place to be. And that event's gone for what? How long now?
15 years. I think this year's the first year that it's not happening.
They're taking a
15
little
years.
break, and that's respect to
Yeah.
them. That's fine. But
Hopefully see them back at it next
yeah.
year.
But yeah, like my first Euro tour, I did like Kozakov, an event in Italy, K&K. Like there was a bunch of stuff. But if you can get to events, go to events, especially K&K. If they bring that back. Like, bro, how was GRC? Because that, I thought that was going to be amazing. I like tried to come, but it's just so expensive. But I'd skated that road open last time I was here, and to know there was an event here, and knowing what Asheville has in terms of community, to see a proper big event. I know there's like the little Outlaws and this and that. They're so sick and they're needed. Grassroots is needed. But on the other side of the world in Australia, to know that GRC had an event, I thought that was the sickest shit ever.
I mean, that was the first event that happened in NC proper since, like, there was Mount Jefferson in 2019.
Yeah.
And then, so there was, like, a 3-year hiatus of, like,
Yeah.
outside of Outlaws.
Not a lot going on.
Yeah, and then it had been talked about. I remember Khalil mentioning it, and the first thought of is, like, it'd be, like, impossible.
Yeah.
You know? And it's, like, he made it happen. So.
Do you think the attendance at that event was like a split of half North Carolina people and half people from around the country, or what was it like? Because I know some California dudes came out here, but what was the attendance like in terms of where they're from?
So I missed the second one because it was my sister's wedding.
Right.
But it was pretty widespread.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone from here was there.
Yeah.
I would say. I don't think really anyone missed that. Especially like if you're into like free riding, that's how you can't.
Yeah.
That's
the
awesome.
clips from it were just mental.
So
big boards, trains of 20, 25, even 30 people.
It's like a Renaissance painting.
Yeah.
It's like that picture. They're like
Yeah.
12
Straight
people in a
up.
corner. So yeah.
So much crashing involved in all that. Is crazy to watch.
Yeah, I wish. I mean, they're gonna repave it.
Yeah.
But like they're gonna have to. But yeah, the Polk County doesn't want us skating anymore, so that one might be in the grave. But who knows? Who knows?
Well, then there was Roan as well, right?
Roan was sick.
Yeah. Who won that? Just remind me who won that.
Who is that guy?
The champ.
The champ. That's
You
right.
may have heard of him.
Oh, Harry.
Was it Harry?
Harry Clark. You
Yeah.
know him, bruh?
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
bro.
He's all right.
Heard he's a good guy.
He's all right, bruh. How was Roan? Did you get out there and check it out, or?
Yeah, man. I raced.
Yeah.
Skated. Yeah, it was sick.
Sick,
It
bruh.
was super sick.
How fast is it?
It's fast.
Yeah, I've heard.
It's actually fast.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Scary fast.
Scary?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, bruh. I've been there. Been in the scary places before.
Well, as far as like sick roads, I mean, we haven't touched on touched on Polies yet.
Oh, bruh.
Kind of segue to Hawaii while we're on the cool.
Yeah, good
cool
thing to
road
talk
train.
about. Because people are asking me like, why are you in Dakota so tight? I met Dakota 10 years ago on Maui, and went back like 6, 7 something times like that. And I think Maui, for me, the places I've traveled is like the best place I've been in the world. French Pyrenees close second, which we've been to twice, but he hasn't been to Maui, so we're trying to go in January. I'm telling people here, people that I love here, I'm like, we're going in January.
Is this going to be Mud, the reboot?
It could be, but the thing about the mud, right, is I've been every year during that same time, never really seen a drop of rain. Like up country gets rain because of the ecosystems and the climate and everything there, but the rain that trip was just so unfortunate. But you'll have David and Connor, who were there the month prior, tell you that it was beautiful up until everyone rocked up. But Polly's
Until everyone showed up.
Yeah, exactly. But Polly's is like up Haleakala Crater, and Maui has like a bunch of hills that are skated a lot. by the people that visit, but there's still a lot of stuff that no one like hits when they're there. Like locals will take you and whatnot, but Polly's, man, I don't even know, like 27 hairpins or something like that. Something crazy. The lavender farm at the bottom, and it's one of those hills that like I can talk about how good it is. I skate predominantly hands down, bruh. If you do stand up slides, it is going to be your favorite hill, and how I know that and why I speak so confidently about that, it's like your favorite skater's favorite hill. Like you ask David, you ask Chase, you ask Dakota, you ask a lot of people who've been there, they'll tell you Polly's is the real deal. So if you haven't been, hit up the locals, go out there, bro, because it's fresh.
I mean, if you're going to go camp on the side of the road, it's got to be pretty sick.
Yeah.
One of the better places to do it, I'd imagine.
Yep.
Go down to the beach afterwards. You can sleep on the beach. Like, I'm trying to get out there.
Yeah, bro.
I got to make it happen. So I was camping for you out there. I was camping in a tent. How did that go?
So all my times going to Hawaii, I stayed with Dakota, right? But this particular last time I went, January of 23, I think, when the mud tour happened, I was like stoked to get out there and see like David and catch up with Chase and all the people that were there. But Dakota didn't live there at the time. He'd moved here. He moved out here. But he went back to visit. So I got to go spend a lot of time with them there. But I rock up, get myself a hire car because you need to get around. And I came with my bag full of like skate stuff and whatnot. I'm like, I'll just go to Walmart and buy a tent, like $40 tent, whatever. Because like you can do that. Every Walmart you go in, well, my experience, they've got like the outdoor Rex section. You can buy a tent. So I rock up, go to Walmart, no tents. I'm like, bro, what's going on here? So I'm like, go to the next store, no tents. I drive up the hill and I catch up with all the boys, and the boys are like, where are you going to sleep? And I'm like, I don't have a tent. They're just laughing at me, bro. They're just like full rolling me.
No tent.
No tent, because I'm like, I just thought I could get one when I'm there. But yeah, it turns out it was incredibly difficult. I slept a lot on the beach that trip, but I ended up getting the tent. I'll be real with you. I ended up getting the tent. Yeah.
Wasn't it a massive tent?
It's a big tent, bro.
Yeah. Unnecessarily big?
Not unnecessarily big. There
you
was
stand up in it?
Yeah, nah, not mine. Not mine.
Good.
Nah, mine was a bit bigger than what I would have hoped, but I was sharing it with someone, and then yeah, some of the Oahu boys came over with a tent, bro, 4 times the size of the room we're in, bro. Like it was so big, man.
Just like a military barracks, like.
Yeah, and they couldn't even set it up properly, and it rained so hard on that trip, bro, up in the mud, and like chasing them. Like shout out to those boys, they embraced it. Bro, I got long hair, bro. I'm like, I just wanted to get somewhere dry, like clean, and it was just sleeping on the beach on the sand was like fresh as well. So next time we go back, unfortunately Dakota doesn't live there, so I can't, take advantage of his lounge room. But like sleeping on the beach is no problem there.
Huh.
Seeing all the photos of everyone's gear just laid out deep in mud, like a helmet stuck in the mud and gloves and all sorts of stuff. I was just like, that looks so horrible to put back on now.
The Instagram stories, I was like that, like,
crazy.
They're in them, like it's looking rough. There's just like pizza boxes and like trash, like mud and like trash and.
But the one we really did not do a lot of skating that trip, but or myself and a few of the people I was with, but every January is the Maui Hawaiian Winter Outlaw series. They have the Maui leg of the series, and they've changed the location a few times over the years, especially when I've been there, it's changed, but they do it up on Polly's, and there's this sick race section, and on the race day, sun's out, dry road all day, got to race, had some of the sickest heats at a race ever with Chris Anders, shout out Chris Anders, and it was just like such a sick time. But if you haven't been out to Maui, you need to go. And I've told you now, you can, like, not legally probably, but camp up on the hill in the forest, sleep on the beach. Just
you heard it here first. Just do it.
Just do it, bro. Straight up.
Beg for snacks from all the people.
Oh yeah, bro. David, you've heard about how David spent a lot of time there prior to that trip?
Yeah, I heard there was some hey mistering of various just snacks and whatever you can get your hands on.
I was on Maui years back, bro, and it was the first time I met David. And we're down at Dakota's chilling. Dakota had like 8 dudes staying there, and we're going up to skate polys one day, and David's just like packing all his bags. I'm like, where are you going, bro? Like, he's still here for ages. Because I had like another week, and he's like, oh, I'm going to just like stay up at Polly's. I'm thinking like, what, bro? We got a shower, a toilet, a lounge room. We got like all the taco stands down here. Like, just stay down here. And that was when he first went into the mud. Not the mud, but that's when he first went into the, into the forest at the time. And he ended up spending a couple months up there. And
Was he just solo?
Solo that time, yeah. But yeah, it was like a good thing for him after doing that, I guess.
Yeah. Probably nice to have some time to yourself, especially in a
he was like,
area like that.
Yeah, he was like burying wheels from his sponsor in the ground, and like it was
I do remember that.
Yeah, it's cool story.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about having long hair. I have a couple Patreon questions, and shout out to all our Patreon members.
Shout out them.
Appreciate you.
Subscribe to the Patreon and support, bro.
Please do. You'll be able to guess questions if you want. So I got one from Austin Padroni. He said,
"Yeah, Boston, bro."
He said, "Who has the best hair in downhill skateboarding?" And then he wanted to add, "Would prefer to have Jack restate and answer question in French."
Huh. Is that something you know how to do?
Bonjour, monsieur. Nah, bro, the best hair in downhill skateboarding in Boston, bro.
Yeah,
sure.
it's fresh.
Yeah,
and the
fresh.
mustache and everything.
It's always brushed. It's always plaited. It's always washed and nice.
It's got a little flower behind the ear
I just
too.
forget I have long hair on tour, and then I'm like, I get like a few weeks, and I'm like, I should brush my hair, and then panic mode enters.
He shaved his head, though.
He did?
Yeah, like
Bruh.
last year.
Whoa, I have not seen that.
Yeah.
All right, then most beautiful hair in downhill.
So who's taking the reins now?
Bing's got some pretty...
My dog Bing, straight up.
Yeah. He's got some good hair on him.
Nah, and my dog Bing essentially rides for Pantheon. Shout out Jeff, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Jeff sent LDP board years back. It's a Pranayama Pantheon board. And it's like blue wheels, blue graphic, everything. And when I grab that board, my dog just knows we're going to go get it. You know what I mean? I live near a university. There's like a useless ring road because the car parks are at the front of the university. And so we just do laps of the ring road on the Pantheon, and he loves it.
Badass.
So yeah, best hair in downhill, bro. My dog Bing.
Okay.
Straight up.
You can see it.
Okay. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Got another guest question, too. We're just going to start running down some stuff. I got one from Zach Mills Godwin. This is like a kind of a 2 or 3 part.
Damn, bro. Let's go, Zach.
So we're going to try and...
Yo, Dan, and what's up, Jack? Yeah, I am so stoked to get asked to put a question up for this because I frothed the podcast, and yeah, super stoked to hear what you guys are going to talk about. I hope you're healing up as well, Jack. It's a bummer to hear about your shoulder, but yeah, I was wondering, what do you think is a cool thing that an individual can do to try and help stoke other people out and get them frothing on downhill skating? Being the CEO of Get That, we've all been super lucky to see what you've done for the community here in Australia and worldwide. So what do you think you could do as an individual listening to this podcast who's just getting into skating or just stoked on skating, and how you can impact others? Yeah, I think that'd be a pretty cool thing to hear, and like how you think you could do that as a person, just in the scene. And yeah, I'd also like to hear what is your number one favorite food outside of Hawaii that you've tried whilst you've been on a skate trip. And also, yeah, what's like a favorite moment that you've had whilst you've been on a skate trip somewhere? But yeah, love you guys. Yeah, thanks for the invitation to ask a question, and yeah, Keen-eyes to hear what you guys have got to say. Yo.
Love you, bro.
Yeah.
It was a little long. It was a little long. Also,
No.
is he in a jungle?
You could hear
Yeah.
Australian wildlife in the background.
That's what I'm
Beautiful
saying. The
birds, yeah.
wildlife. What's going on? Is there monkeys?
He lives in a beautiful,
Nah.
beautiful
No
area.
monkeys. Okay. I didn't pay attention in school that much. Clearly.
Damn, Zach, bro. I love Zach, bro. He's like your favorite skater's favorite skater, like straight up. And he's on one of the sickest Get That shirts ever. But I'll start with the middle question. Favorite food outside of downhill skating? Outside of Hawaii, bro. But assuming traveling for downhill skating.
I gotta say that meal we had in Italy that Pedro cooked up was pretty good.
Oh,
That was great.
why am I having a mind blank, bro? Asado, Argentinian barbecue. Hands down, the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Like,
So not Rockies.
Rockies in North Carolina, shout out them.
I think the
um,
Argentinian barbecue sounds
yeah,
way better,
Argentinian
but-
barbecue, like, absolutely rocked my world, bro. I couldn't believe it. And then when we were in Europe, we were in Italy somewhere.
Yeah.
Pedro, shout out Pedro Booman from Brazil. Him and Harry left in the morning one day, and Harry's partner Sol, shout out Sol. She's from Argentina, and he spent a lot of time there learning asada. And I could be pronouncing it wrong, apologies. But Harry and Pedro got up one morning, and they were like, "We're gonna go buy meat. Who wants to eat meat tonight?" And I'm like, yeah, "Let's go. 20 euros, take it." Everyone threw in cash. How long do you reckon they were going for, bro?
They were gone. They left at about 8. They got home at like 4 in the afternoon to go buy meat.
And they prepared the sickest. The Airbnb had like an asado barbecue out the back, and they just slammed the sickest feed. But that was a con feed.
I think
bro.
they bought half a cow for all of us.
It was a lot.
It was a
bro.
lot of meat.
How many
like,
people were staying at that Airbnb, bro?
legitimately, or how many?
No, just how many people were on the premises?
I think it was like 25 of us in this
Yeah.
Airbnb.
Straight up.
It was just too many.
It was sick. Boston was there.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Just a quick half a cow.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
It was so good.
Yeah, Argentinian asado. But after, like, poke in Hawaii is really good. Yeah. What was the third question?
No, what's the second? That was the first.
That was the second. The third one. The third one was our best moment. Did you say that happened in what?
Yeah, like favorite skate trip moment.
Oh, bruh. Just so many, bruh. For me, my three, like, I could only pick, like, top 3 favorite trips, but, like, I did a trip where I made a full length called Waikoko. Waikoko is the name of the coconut water that's really good in Hawaii, but in Hawaiian language, Waikoko translates to blood vessel. I just thought that was badass. But that trip was, like, the first time my closest skate mates from home came on a trip. Jaden and Dom. My Euro tour with you, the first one, and and Jaden, that was Kron. And then the trip that I came back here, Tepe is so sick, bro. And then coming here that time, and yeah, still got lots of places to go, but there's some pretty sick trips. And then the first question he asked, like, what do you think people could do to, like, stoke people out? And man, like, with running, get that, and like, you need eyes on what's happening in what we do, and there's so many people who've, you know, reaped the benefits and are well known and have great sponsors, and I think maybe not, but sometimes I feel like people forget, like, the people that took the photo or filmed the raw run, you know what I mean? And I myself, I'm not always in front of a lens. I'm like primarily behind it. And I straight up sometimes, if someone gets a good photo of me, I'm like, get emotional, because it just doesn't happen often. And filming raw runs for me, and like, people, the things that stoke me out a lot in downhill skating is the, like, great photographers, because I know the feeling both ways. When someone gets a cool photo of me, I get super stoked out about it. Or when I see someone who films a really cool raw run, they get stoked about it. And just that helping hand that we can all be for each other, that's what stokes people out. Because when you see a sick raw run, it's like if the filmer didn't film that, you wouldn't see it. And you wouldn't be stoked out on it. So I feel like what people can do, if you have a camera, pointing your camera at your friends is the best thing you could do. Capture memories, film raw runs, film sick videos, film funny videos even, take really nice photos. I think photos are so underrated these days with the way social media's gone. Like, sick photo, bro, like Ty Top, Jacob Lambert, Max Heaton, Linus Marsh, I think is like the best downhill skate photographer. There's so many more names. Max Dubler, all the people using cameras out in Europe. Like, I think that using cameras is the thing that can stoke people out the most. I just would love to see the acknowledgement a little bit more. And like, I don't even know the correct answer to it, but like, yeah, I think using cameras, that's the thing that stokes everyone out. Cause I saw a photo of Benny D from Tepe that Max Dubler took.
Oh, that picture's hard.
I need a print of that on my wall in my podcast room, no questions, because it's beautiful.
I mean, we just had the Obsidian release, like print media.
So sick, bro.
Need more of it.
Yep.
Like I wouldn't mind some prints myself
Yeah.
just to put on the wall. Yeah. There's not too many things better than like you go to an event and there's a sick picture of you and you're like,
yeah, it's a great feeling.
it's like proof I was there.
Exactly.
You know?
Send this one to my mother. Show her like I'm having a good time.
Yeah, look at me, man.
Everyone loves a
Even
photo.
like portraits at skate events.
I love a good portrait. A portrait
Yeah.
photo is great. I like that section in the new Obsidian. If
And
you're
it-
picking that up, you'll see it.
Absolutely. Because a lot of times you just see people in like their helmets or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of times you like don't even know, or you just see the back of their head.
Yeah,
In a raw run.
or even with their helmet on, a lot of people just know them as that person. And I definitely these days don't go off these metrics because social media has changed so much. And for anyone who is using cameras and trying to use cameras and I guess get your name out there, don't ever count the number of likes or the number of views you're getting. Just notice the people who are important to you that are appreciating it. That's what I always do. But some of the best traffic I've had on like Get That is portrait photos. And it's like, because at the end of the day, what we do and how dangerous it is, we're all just like people at the end of the day and everyone loves each other. And so I try and take photos at big events. Sometimes I can't, but like you were saying, we open up this Obsidian mag and there's the freshest portraits of like Lil Kev and I wish there were more. And it's because it's like it brings that next level of what we do downhill skating. It's like, they're my friends. I love them. And that sick portrait of them is probably the first time they've smiled properly towards a camera in years. So their family is going to love it too. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think using cameras is the thing that can stoke people out the most. And more people should do it. And more people, you know, like people who are getting boxes of wheels turn up. It's like, please sort your photographer out. You know what I mean? Please hook them up because they helped you. You know what I mean? In a way to get. So I think people should use cameras a lot.
Beautifully said.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. So, yeah. I mean, you did shout out some photographers earlier. What was like what got you into photography? Were you doing it before skating or?
Straight up, bro. What got me into cameras, not necessarily photography, but cameras, was just I was raised from a generation that had Viva La Bam, Jackass, CKY. And you got your hands on those DVDs as a kid in Australia, like it's over. You're getting the camera. You're trying to be silly. So that was like the entry point, and then I got cameras and then discovered film photography, and now I'm traveling with like a case of camera gear, and yeah, it's just I feel like the camera's the best invention ever. And I did photography in high school. You learn how to use a camera or how a camera works. Still doesn't make sense to me, bro.
There is a lot going on.
Bro, how can I just whip out my phone, bro, from my pocket, go boom, and have that moment forever? You can't even explain that. Oh, the light. I don't care.
How
bro.
do magnets work? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, bro. How do magnets
Some
work?
crazy
Yeah.
stuff right there.
Damn.
Magnets.
Yeah, bro.
Oh. Yeah. Great words. That was well put.
I definitely could have worded it better, but that was straight off the bat. Just like support the people that point cameras at you. That's all I got to say.
How is run and get that skate in 2025 as far as like being like a small business owner? How is that faring?
It's a bit quiet, and I guess it was never the plan, but I guess the model for Get That is like hype things up, drop it, sell most of it, be quiet, and then slowly start hyping things up again. Yeah, it's definitely a bit more quiet. There were really loud times. Obviously, like the Scotty T just went crazy. I think I like to do a lot is like do trip tees. So when we're on a trip, you make a tee, just like Get That logo. The wheel says Get That, and usually like the name of the place that we are. They're really good because it's like almost like a.
You got to be there to get it.
You got to be there to get it. You know what I mean? So like I got my housemate back home saying, "Bring me an Asheville shirt home," and I said, "But you're not here, bro."
Yeah.
When we went to Italy, I did an Italy shirt, like tricolor Italian flag, Get That logo, Get That Italia, and I brought one back for him because he's from Italy. But it's like if you're not on that trip, then they're just gonna go.
So it's like everything's like pretty much limited.
Yeah,
Or maybe one-offs.
Yeah,
See, that's cool.
it is cool. And then the whole core of the brand, like the photographic tees, I try and do them in like the colorway of that person, and sometimes it's hard because, you know, Scotty never had like a prominent or a well-known leather suit, but purple just was the color he just like looked so good in, so we did his shirt purple. Zach Mills Goodwin's was black with like a kind of fluoro yellow because that's what his suit was, but he's not always in a suit. He's probably more well known for his free riding at some time, so it just works for him. But that's what is hard, like picking the next person and then picking a color for it, but it's also fun. I'd love to one day put someone international on a shirt. It's been Australian so far, and that's not like intentional. It's just that it's a mix of like who's been there, who's an OG, who's like someone who like is Get That through and through, who could go on a shirt, and then it's also like who's absolutely killing it and shredding it, and who's traveling and who's representing, who's like, or even things like who's like the homie to everyone wherever they go, because I don't want to put someone who's like not nice to everyone when they're traveling. It's like, and there's never been like a Get That team. It's like if you want to wear Get That, you're a part of it. That's it. And it's turned into like something I never ever could have imagined, and how beautiful it is. And like my best mate Reggie passed away like 7 years ago, and he passed away like a week before the first box of shirts turned up. I'm not a religious man, I'm not even spiritual, but sometimes I think like the love I used to get from him is now filters through Get That, because it was like I lost him and I gained Get That, you know what I mean? And some of the feelings I felt running Get That, in the highs and the lows, and it being a small business, and you know it's based in Australia, it's hard to, people don't want to pay shipping sometimes. I understand that, people have bills to pay, but the things I've felt through Get That and seeing the places it's gone, and there's like 14 people that have it tattooed on their skin now. But my mum has it tattooed on her arm. I don't even have it tattooed on me. People I have never met have it tattooed on them, and it's not even that. There's so much to it, but just seeing where I pack the shirts up and send them to, or the people that come up to me at an event who want to buy one and they spend their hard-earned money and they want to be a part of something, I've never thought it would get like this. And there's definitely been like higher highs and there's been low times, but it's just like I started Get That, like I said at the start of the podcast, I started Get That because I wanted something that there wasn't in downhill. And I thought at the time there wasn't a downhill skateboarding clothing company that represented what we did to the extent it should. there used to be brands that would bring a shirt out and there'd be a bear on it or there'd be an owl on it. And I've had, what does that have to do with skating, bro? I want downhill skating. You go into any skate shop, there's all these street brands. I wanted something, and my rule was stay true to it and like never let it. I'd never ever want to get that die or go quiet. I'm always going to do it, and it's a creative outlet for me to do my media, my photos, my videos, podcasts, whatever. But I just thought no one's doing clothing. All the sickest brands who had like these high highs just died out. Like my favorite brands from like that 2012 era, they're not here anymore. So I was just like, I just don't want it to die off. I want it to be something that people love, and somehow along the way, it's not even my doing. It's a lot of other people who've like get that into what it is. Like Scotty, Zach Mills-Goodwin, Mitch Thompson, all my boys back home that wear it, people I don't know around the world that wear it. It's like I never thought it would turn into what it is and be so beautiful and bring me so much joy. You know what I mean?
Well, it's certainly a labor of love. You can tell
Yeah.
that you put a lot into it, and people recognize that.
Yeah.
And it's like true to the core, and like that's just like some honest, like straight up type of brand that people can get behind. And yeah, especially like running a brand like that in downhill, like you're not, if you're in it for the money, it's the wrong.
Yeah, straight up.
100%.
Straight up.
Yes.
Bro, if you, on paper, money comes in, but bro, I'm a school teacher. That's how I make my money. I said that, I think we had this conversation over the last couple of nights.
I feel like a few people.
A few people were talking about it. It's like, if I didn't get that and love downhill skateboarding first and foremost, this would never work. And, you know, the last drop was a bit quiet, and every drop I put like 10% of stuff aside for people who, you know, have been representing, and like, oh, they've been wearing a lot, I'll flick it to them. Right, even as a brand, like, I've always put X amount of stuff aside in case someone comes to me and says, hey, I filmed this raw run. I haven't posted it as a reel. Would you like it? But like, how often do you think that happens? You know what I mean?
Never.
Nah.
Hey.
People love reels, dude.
Yeah, bro.
They can't be posting raw runs.
But yeah, it's
Too long.
beautiful. It's beautiful, bro.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Well, I hope you keep doing it. And
Oh,
I mean,
that's the thing, bro. No questions. Nothing will stop me doing. I'll never stop doing Get That while I'm here. No way. Because I watched all the sickest things die out. Like Sector 9, bro. Like I said, I had so much love for Sector 9. They just cooked out, bro. I'm not going to let that happen. Bro, I used to love Volante wheels, bro. Then where'd they go? All this. You could name some brand right now that was so sick and so core, and they went, and it's like, I just can't let that happen. That's the rule I have.
love to hear it.
Yeah, bro.
Love to hear it. Well, please keep it going. That's for sure. So, yeah, and like as far as like things slowing down or whatever, or having like lulls and putting out stuff, it's like sometimes you just need to take a break, or like the inspiration isn't there, or it's just like you said, sometimes it's hard to get people to interview. I'm sure that can be hard at times.
I think one of the major reasons why things are so slow is I've just been a bit quiet on the media. Like, this is a real serious year for work for me, and like some creative projects have been put on the back burner. But you really do see when the effort goes in, like when the output's great, the input's like great. So when I'm pumping out podcasts and videos and raw runs and setup videos and this and that and holding events, then yeah, when the drop comes, it's like boom, 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 let's go. And I think maybe things have been a bit quiet lately, but things are about to pick up. I got plans for like next skate graphic t-shirt. I got like videos dropping. So it's just skating, bro. Things go up and down, and you just have to, if anyone's thinking of starting anything big or small, you have to love it. And you have to just accept that there's going to be times that are quiet, and you have to keep pushing, or else like, what's the point of trying in the first place? You know what I mean? That's, I don't know, try and see how things go. But I love downhill skating, and if anyone wants to start something, like, I hope they love downhill skating too.
Yeah, and if I've always been on the side of someone. If you got a good idea or any kind of idea with downhill, you should just do it.
Yep.
Like that's number one. Like, see how it pans out.
Like, look at Obsidian, bruh. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
The other night at the brewery, all these people show up to support him. I think that's so beautiful.
I mean, how many downhill skaters did we have at that?
There's so many out
So
here.
many,
It's
bruh.
insane.
Like, it was a whole bar.
Yeah, they
About
had two.
40.
They had two legends from like Australia show up or something.
Yeah, there's like two
Really?
Australian
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. Like, even that's pretty wild. We got like both of you were there for that.
Yeah, bro.
They've gone international at this point. That's the reason I'm
Well,
here.
we're bringing
Like-
issues back to Australia. In fact, I don't have issue 2. I missed that, sold out before I could get one. But I got issue 1 back home, and that's gonna go on my bookshelf for the rest of my time
Mm-hmm.
because I've got my concrete waves. That's a moment of time, bro. Like, that's the thing about videos, and I don't even want to touch on it, but like reels, they're sick, they're needed, but like put the effort into the big, not even full length videos, but just put the effort into edits. I want to, when you talk to someone about what's your favorite video in downhill, like you're going to tell me a video on YouTube. I know it. You're not going to talk about someone's reel from last March. And that's like the thing with Obsidian, the thing with old concrete waves is that's a moment of time. You can pull off the shelf, you can flick through it, you can see it, you can touch it. It's like, that's what someone's going to sit at home and be like, how cool is that? They're not going to talk about the reel or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Obsidian, shout out them. The fact that I can pull that off my shelf and see all my friends from North Carolina that I don't always get to see is so sick to me.
Yeah. Before coming over here, my parents were like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I had one of the Obsidian mags, the first one. And I was like, "Oh, have a look at this. This is where I'm going. These are the guys I'm skating with. Like, flick through that while I'm gone and you'll know what's happening." And it's just a cool thing to be able to hand someone. Like a physical copy of a moment in time, I guess. It's pretty cool.
Talk to
Shout out.
Skylar a little bit about it too. It kind of gets like the gist or like the message across of like you can see like a image and you can kind of gander at it like, oh, look at the road, look at the background, like look at everything around, and it's not just on like a little square on your phone.
Dude, I've like, and I'm speaking for every photographer, I'd hope, but I have photos that I personally think are like the best I've taken, and you know, an amazing photo, and I cannot bring myself to upload it to the internet. Why? Because its final destination is going to be this big on someone's hand and they'll flick past it.
Yep.
That's why I love, if anyone's doing prints, bruh, do your prints, do your magazines. Skylar's magazine is a legit 100 and something page magazine now. People watching, make a zine. Make like a 12 page, 24 page, 48 page paper zine. I don't care, as long as I can hold that and give your art, as in photography, that like kind of next level of respect it deserves in 2025, then I will support it. Like, hands down.
Big time.
Mm.
Yeah, we need more mags. We got one. I think there might be there's like maybe another one out there, but maybe one or two, but it's few and far between that you see.
Yeah.
So.
But like Linus Marsh, he went on the Euro tour that Milo Fest went on, and he was taking film photography the whole time and made a little book from it, like a little zine magazine from it. And it's just like, again, I can pull that off the shelf in however many years' time and be like, oh yeah, we were here, we went to Copenhagen for some reason, we were in Italy skating, and it's just like the coolest. That's sick.
Oh, big time. Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully it keeps going that way. I mean, yeah, that was glad we got on that topic. I wanted to kind of switch back to, I guess, just like skating in a big sense, like as far as some of your favorites, like who in Australia would you say is like the most underrated or like up and coming downhill skater right now?
I'll be straight up honest with you. The guy sitting next to me.
Oh yeah?
Even if he wasn't here, bro.
This
Straight
fella?
up. Yeah. Yeah, underrated as... I can't even say that word on live, bro. Underrated as this dude is better than he knows. He can go harder than he does. I know it because I've seen it in little flashes. But I want everyone to know who Milo Edwards is, straight up.
Thanks, bro.
Straight up, bro.
Hell yeah.
But I got to shout out Aiden Essex too. He's the guy that I skate with a lot back home.
Straight up, bro.
And he works a lot now. He's got a skate shop and he's not out as much as he is should be, but he rips. It's crazy to see what he does on a skateboard.
Yeah, and actually his name was dropped in Harry and Owen's episode because he was the first person to do the toe stop. Like the toe part stop.
Oh, yeah.
He's the first person, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
No kidding. That's
There's
the
no
origin.
question. Yeah. Yeah, if you think I'm wrong, talk to me. It's all good. But Aiden did it. Yeah. Like, he rides for power, bro. I think he just is like straight up shredder, bro. Just like the biggest standees, never puts his hand down. Like flawless, bro.
Super tranquil guy.
Yeah, tranquil, bro. Yeah.
That's kind of been like the Australian style to me as far as just like watching stuff. It's just like super clean standees. Like got the science board set up.
His board is very sciencey.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
But bro, we're from Australia. We need to just drop a few more names while we got the opportunity to do so, bro. I'm saying you're saying Aiden. Who else is just shredding in Australia, bro? If people watching this, I hope they know Benson, but he's
you
like
gotta say
he's
Benson.
rated though. We're talking underrated.
Underrated. Dion.
Yeah, Decky. Shout out Decky.
Dion. I could not say his surname if I tried, but he rips. It's very quiet at the moment in Australia. I'm
Jackson
sure.
Loney from Perth is like
Yeah.
such a good skater, but never leaves Perth. Yeah, bro. Dom Taylor.
Yeah, Dominic Taylor. That's a name.
He was in North Carolina last time, and this dude goes so hard and is stylish just without trying, but like never skates.
He got involved in golf, and you know that can just suck someone up.
Ooh, yeah.
Once
I
you get
mean,
down the golf train.
it's a cool combination of skills, though.
Yeah.
I must say.
Yeah.
It's like very, very dangerous and very, very laid back, like retirement sport to be doing. So
Retirement sport.
I know. Cool. Is there any events or anything? You said you might be doing something with maybe putting something together.
I'm just gonna, because of my arm, I'm just gonna go home and do some grassroots stuff. There used to be like an outlaw key in Australia. I think it's time I get moving on. I want to do it like a title belt. It's like my roots in loving wrestling. I think it's so sick to do a title belt, bro. So I'm probably going to work on that, do a little outlaw series. But yeah, not a lot of events planned. I wish there were.
If there's a belt, hey, it could just be like a eating contest or something.
It could be, yeah.
Or just straight up wrestling contest.
Exactly, bro.
Like, why? Hey.
Jaden and Callum, head to head.
Jaden and Callum. That's
Cool.
always a good match.
Oh, my mate Callum Gerard, actually, underrated downhill skater. This dude was 12 years old, rode for Landy Hogs and Bear, and he was put on through Adam Yates. And I still, somewhere on my phone, have a screenshot of Callum's message asking to like not ride for the companies anymore, and every word was spelt incorrectly. But Callum's like one of my best mates for sure, and he's I can't use the words, but he's like he's a big person, as in like muscly, like unnatural muscly, if you get what I'm saying. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
But he can jump on a downhill board and just absolutely shred. Like, go hard as, bro. And he's underrated. Let's name drop Callum Gerard, bro.
Callum Gerard's a great one. I wouldn't have thought
Yeah,
about it.
bro.
Would he win? Would he like be the best wrestler?
Yeah.
as
So
far as-
at my 30th, well, in saying that, maybe not, because at my 30th, which was WWE themed, I was dressed as Rey Mysterio, so was Callum, and Jaden was dressed as
John Cena.
and they actually got on my roof, and Jaden like picked up and slammed Callum off the roof through a table, so Callum wouldn't be the best wrestler.
Wasn't it the other way around? I thought Callum picked Jaden up. Anyways.
You're kind of like breezing over this. Like someone got slammed off your roof
off the roof,
onto a
bro.
table.
Yeah.
Through the table, bro.
John Cena and Rey Mysterio.
And Rey Mysterio, yeah.
It had to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, the Undertaker was just standing there watching.
And they're fine?
They were fine.
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah.
What? I need more of this party. What else is going on?
Oh, we were playing that game that we learnt in Europe, the can crushing game, bro. It's so sick. Explain it.
You got a can there. You close your eyes and you take a few steps back, spin around a whole lot of times, and now you got to walk back to the can with your eyes closed and crush it.
Oh, I played this game.
It's so fun.
It's a great game.
It's a great game.
Did Austin Pedroni show it to you? Because he was playing a lot of it with us.
He taught us, I think.
Yeah, I think he taught us. So maybe
he taught us a lot, to be honest,
Yeah.
about life.
There was about life.
Yeah.
Nice. There was we were doing that at Roan with I think one of the park rangers was playing with us actually at one point. Yeah, so yeah, it's a good game.
It doesn't sound like much fun when you explain it in words, but when you're doing it and it's at the after party or something for the skate event, it's a great time.
It's cheap entertainment.
But
Yeah,
even
it's
like
super
you
cheap.
think that like all the people that are drinking the beers would be so bad at it. I'm full sober all the time and I just still suck at it. And it makes me feel like I'm part of the problem. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you told me earlier you've never drank.
Yeah, bro. I never had a sip of alcohol, or I've never had like even a puff of a cigarette or recreational drugs. Nothing. Just straight cruising, bro.
Just raw dogging life.
Just raw, just doing it like the way I chose. You feel me?
That's awesome.
Yeah, bro. I was just like a young kid where I grew up. As I said, like you're in a town you can't escape. There'll be skate park parties, and I've listened to like hardcore music my whole life. So I remember being like 12 or 13 and hearing about like straight edge, and like I'd go to parties and I'd just be like, oh, I won't do it. I'll do it next time. And then the next party would come about, no, I'm not going to drink. I'll do it next time. And then it just stuck. And like on face value, it's like, especially through high school, like that was like a weird thing. And like, why aren't you drinking? But I would just still go to the parties and still be my friendly self to everyone. And kind of quickly, it like caught on that that's the guy that doesn't drink and it's cool. Because I'd have parties at my house too. To the point where these days, like if I was around my like childhood friends or even my skater friends now, and I was like, nah, like screw it, just give me a beer, I'll drink, they'd laugh at me. But it was really like everyone's like, oh, like, did you have alcoholic parents? Bruh, no, nothing, no bad experience at all. It was just that I was influenced by this, subculture in hardcore music, and I just went with it. And it's not something I scream out and represent these days. It's just like what I do. But the problem is I just peer pressure him. Like he's
You're living vicariously.
I like get up him. I'm like, how many beers you had? He's like, I'm like 3. And I'm like, what? Like, come on, grow up, bro. Like you're a loser.
Drink some more, bruh.
Yeah. So his drinking problem is really it's my fault. You know what I mean? But there's layers to it, because then we have Duddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got Duddy out there too.
Yeah. Shout out Duddy, Neil Duddy.
I can't even begin to talk about Duddy.
Yeah.
That's like a 4-hour podcast.
Yeah, that's another
to
time.
get through nothing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's pretty rad, because I think a lot of people, as far as like socially drinking, like kind of maybe like calms the nerves or like keeps your like anxiety, or like I think a lot of people kind of get into that culture through like things, which, hey, whatever you want to do is
I understand
cool.
that.
Yeah.
That's I've never. This is the thing. A lot of people think because I don't drink, I don't want to be around it, and I hate it, and I've got problems with it. I don't care what you do as long as you're not harming other people, and there's a point where, like, as long as you're not harming yourself to a certain extent, you know what I mean. So if you're just a straight chiller, I'm a straight chiller too, bruh.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
bro.
it. Yeah, that's rad, man. I didn't know that until recently.
Yeah.
So
The thing is, people don't ever believe me. I must be some sort of like idiot.
I just kind of like assume that like every like downhill skater's like
Yeah.
doing shoeies and like shotgunning.
Nah,
beers and
people
stuff.
don't believe
It's
it.
just, like my brain's just like, yeah, he probably
Yeah.
Jack probably parties.
Nah, I don't even smoke, bro. But yeah, people don't believe it. People, like, they'll see me driving everyone home. They're like, you shouldn't be drinking. I'm like, what? We're sipping
shouldn't be
on
drinking,
soda
you should be
water all
driving.
night. Yeah, shouldn't be driving, sorry. But yeah, it's all good.
How is it? Because you're a teacher.
Yeah.
Do you have to like hide your life as a downhill skater? Is it like you're living
I mean,
two
like,
different lives, or are they kind of pretty
kind of.
in tune with what you're up to?
Kind of. I have like, I don't think anyone from my work would ever watch this, but like I have insane like imposter syndrome at my work, bro. I don't feel like I should be there. But I'm good at like relationships, and I'm gonna sound like such an idiot right now, but I'm cool with like all the kids at my school. Like I'm sweet. I'm like almost just like legend status. You know what I mean? I sound stupid, but it's because I can talk
see
to
it.
them.
I can definitely see it.
But
Dude, I wish you were my teacher.
I do
sick.
have imposter syndrome. I don't feel like I belong there. Sometimes I can't have conversations with people just because life's so different. But in terms of like downhill skating, there's some stuff I've had to hide and like put away. And like in the early days of Get That, I made these videos. And you know what? In saying this, I'm probably gonna like maybe blur these things out, or I don't want to replace the clip, but maybe if I blur some things out, I want to re-upload these videos. But I had these videos that were like the Get That style that really helped Get That blow up in the early days. But when I started like working as a teacher, I made them all private, and you can't find them on the internet now, and they're so vital to the story of Get That. So I think me talking about it now is a good reason to go back and maybe blur some stuff out and re-upload them just for like the historical side of things. But I don't talk about Get That to the kids at my school, and I talk about downhill skating, and it's really beautiful. Like especially this year, I got an amazing class of just great kids. I teach 9 and 10-year-olds, and they'll be along with the task that they're doing, and I'll chuck on some raw runs. And like, so, you know, weekly I've got Chase Hiller in Colombia up on the screen. I got Diego bombing in like Switzerland. I got Harry racing. I just got like, I don't want to tell them to go skate down hills, but I talk a lot about, you know, if you have a hobby, if you have something that you love, if you have something that you get good at, then you could use it as a way to see the world. And what better thing to talk about to young kids and have that impression on them. So, and then, yeah, I got some kids who come to school the next day like, oh, Mr. Meyn, I was riding my skateboard out the front. I put like chopping board on gloves, and half of me is like, please don't go onto the main roads and hurt yourself.
Oh my gosh, you're not telling them I told you to.
But then the other half is just like, hell yeah, you're a kid. Get out there and have fun, and you're going to hurt yourself, and you pick yourself back up and you keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Well, there might be someone down the road that's like, yeah, Jack Meyn was my teacher, and now it could happen.
Right, cool. How much time do we have? Because I got a beautiful story I could like.
Oh, we got time.
So, my first year teaching, and I'm not going to name names, of course, as per like being a professional, but my first kind of like block on a class was the last term of the year out of year 6 class, and I had this young girl in my class, this student, right? Not many friends, this and that, and just like didn't have a sport that she played on weekends or whatnot. And I, at the time, every morning on the whiteboard while I was marking the roll to see who's there, I'd put up like a photo from my travels. It could be a photo of a meal, the view, me skating, my friend skating, could be anything. I just put it up while I'm marking the roll, and then I'd let them ask questions after. Again, I did this just to like spark their interest about the world around them. And after they went to high school, I said goodbye, and COVID came, and after like 9 months of COVID and things being weird and not working at school, working from home, went back to school, and that student came to visit me, and she's like, and I look up and I'm like, oh, like, hey, how you going? Like, what are you doing there? Like, came to the school I'm at, because I work at a primary school, which is like elementary school. And she came to visit me, and I was like, oh, hey, how you going? Like, how's high school? What have you been doing? She's like, oh, I've been skating. And like being a skateboarder, you've probably experienced this, and Milo working the cafe probably has too. Like, people know you as the skateboarder. So when they see anything related with skateboarding or someone, you know, their son gets a skateboard, they feel the need to tell you, and that's beautiful as well. But I just thought in the moment, like, oh yes, you got a skateboard, like cool, like good on ya. And I was like, say goodbye, and then some more time passed. She come to visit me, and again after school, and she's like, oh, Mr. Man, I've been skating. And I'm like, oh, like you actually like skating. And she's telling me this and that. And then her mum actually like works at the school during like scripture time. We have like half an hour each week for like scripture, but there's also ethics, which is just like the coolest thing ever. Like you just talk about ethical situations and that. Her mum was teaching ethics, and her mum like pulled me aside, and she was like, hey, can I have a word with you? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I thought they'd found something on the internet or something. And yeah, the mum was like, I just wanted to say, like, thank you so much for always talking about skating every day, because, you know, my daughter, she didn't have anything. She didn't have, like, a group of friends. She didn't have, like, a circle or a sport to do or something like that. Like, she had friends. Like, she's, like, I can't even, because she could see this one day. Like, she had friends, but, like, she didn't have that thing to do. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And her mum was like, yeah, she's, like, winning competitions now. And I was like, what? And found out that, like, yeah, she's like, it's like park skating, but she was going in contests and winning contests and stuff. And the mum, and I look at my career as a teacher and all the great things that have happened. And, like, when I retire in, like, 30 years, I'm telling that story, bro. Because that's all.
Major highlight.
Bruh, I just want to talk about, like, what you can do in life. And it doesn't even need to be skating. It could be whatever you want to do. It could be playing golf, bro. I don't care. But if you love it, keep doing it and find a way to travel for it. And when you travel for it, you'll meet the best people. Bro, I'm over here in North Carolina. I get to see David Bubier again. I love that guy. Like, how beautiful is downhill skating and what we get to do. You know what I mean?
You're an inspiration.
Some would disagree, but thanks, bro.
Is it Aiden put her on the team now?
Oh yeah.
Too.
And then things
Aiden
came full circle, and Aiden Essex, who we were talking about, he owns a skate shop. She rides for the shop.
Yeah.
Oh
It's pretty
gosh.
It's a sick story, bro.
Wow. Full circle. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Straight up.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I think we're getting a little bit towards the end here. I wanted to kind of run through some things as far as like what's your setup? What are you riding right now?
Okay, great question. Actually started working on like a collaboration a couple years back now with Madrid. Kind of just waiting for the right time to do it. So I got to go to the factory with Haz and get a blank and do my own design, and that's hard, bro. I thought I had a sick like design, and then you put the pencil to the wood and it's like, whoa, this sucks. So I spent like a few days in Laguna just drawing and rubbing it out and drawing, and then doing like my own board, not my board, but like a board I want to release through Get That in Madrid as a collab, because I think collabs need to happen. I think they're beautiful, and I think I like cannot wait for the time that it comes. It just hasn't been the right time yet. So I've been writing my Madrid Get That prototype. I'm onto the second one now, and a lot of when that happens and what's happened so far is just a massive thank you to Harry Clark. And he's not with Madrid anymore as of like really recently, but couldn't have done any of that without him. And then I'm riding like Roha trucks, the adjustable ones. I was riding Rogues. Before riding Rogues, I rode Era for like 10 years, bro. Over 10 years probably. Had every Era truck. But yeah, this dude in Australia was selling brand new Rogues for like... Rojas for like 1,000 Australian, which is like...
$650 USD for a brand new set of Rojas.
Brand new, bro.
It's kind of unheard of.
So I just did it because I was like, I'm not going to get a deal again. And Mitty, shout out Mitty, he let me borrow his Rojas prior, so...
So you had a feel for him going in? Okay.
Yeah. And then I just actually ride a lot of seismic wheels, to be honest. Yeah. Love seismic wheels, like the purple thing, the lavender thing. I ride Venom Mags. I ride whatever wheels, really. I don't have a wheel sponsor, so I can ride whatever. Red K-Rhyme is probably one of my favorite wheels.
Oh, yeah.
And then yeah, that's what I ride, bro.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
What do you ride? Talk about your setup real
yeah,
quick.
What are you rocking?
I ride some scythe trucks, some little ones. They're like 100 mil, lots of rake. Everyone hates my setup because of those trucks. I get a lot of trouble for riding it. I ride a Happy board. That's a good board. I really like Happy. I like the dudes making them. Nice guys. They sorted me out. And then I ride some 88 wheels. They send me boxes. I ride the wheels. I try get clips, but put it out there.
Heck yeah.
Nothing crazy, but it's pretty crazy.
Are you rocking like the double foot stop, toe stop?
I got
situation?
1 foot stop,
Okay.
and that's it.
Just that?
I got a
used to-
scythe foot stop.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
run some pretty crazy stuff going on my board. I was like, this is just too much to travel with. So now it's pretty simple, but
Okay.
it works.
Yeah, bro.
What about your camera? What's your camera setup?
Oh, I've been using
Let's nerd
Sony for years.
Okay.
I'm on like an A7 IV now. Just use a bunch of lenses, bro. Like 70 to 200 mils, great for just your bang bang photos of downhill skating. Like just fill the frame up with the skater. That's a great lens. I got 24 to 70 G Master 2, which is like the best lens you can ever have for a Sony camera. It's like art. It just looks like movies, bro. And then yeah, just like 10 mil lenses for follow filming. And yeah, I'm trying to do more filming lately, and now that I'm broke off, you're probably gonna see a bit more from me.
Sick. Any future plans or anything?
Like business or travel or what? What are you thinking?
Yeah. I mean, you're already here traveling this year, so yours seems like it's off to a decent start. All
Yeah.
things considered.
I mean, last year we did New Zealand and then Europe.
Yeah.
Now we're here now. I'm injured. I'm going to go home. And my brother recently did his ACL. He's a full-blown athlete, my brother. And he's had a crazy PT journey getting back on track. And he says he's the fittest he's ever been. So he's going to be my personal coach to get my shoulder better. And Mitty's done his shoulder. I'll take notes from him. But I'm just going to go home, recover, do some business stuff. Got another little business I'm trying to get off the ground, so probably try and put all my time into that as well and get that drop cracking and just get media pumping to just hype all that up and see where in the world it goes next, because like I said before, like seeing the places it goes is mental. So that's all I got real planned lately. What about you, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
I need to get a job.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Because then I can start thinking about where I want to go. But after this trip, we're going to be running it dry.
Straight up.
I mean, it's not a bad way to go. Run it up and spend it
Yeah. No, I'm
doing fun stuff.
super happy to be doing this. It's a great time.
We've been on 4 trips now. Europe twice, New Zealand, and this one. What's been the best one so far, bruh?
First Euro Tour 2023. Just because we did so much, so many countries, so many events, met so many new people. It was just such a good time. I really like New Zealand. I'd like to get back there. But then this is like the craziest roads I've ever seen.
I've heard that.
This is pretty cool.
I've heard that.
I think Asheville is the mecca of downhill skating. In just roads, not talking about community.
I'd say community too.
Yeah.
In such a close proximity.
Yep.
This is pretty crazy how many people out here and skating every day. It's cool to see.
Who's your favorite skater from Asheville? Let's like forget about people being friends. It's like let's fan out right now. Who's your favorite skater from Asheville? And you have to answer after.
I mean, I've seen like David Boubier and Tyler Hunt like come up like straight up out of the mud.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yep.
So they've both been like 2 of my favorites to watch because like they had it like 10 years ago and just to see it like they would just go for it. And now like David is so dialed.
It's unbelievable.
And like he's just fun to watch and like that's what I would probably say. Yeah. That's what I'm going with.
I got no idea. My favorite skater from this area. Well, like David is crazy in every aspect, and then I like watching Rick skating,
Yeah,
and I
bruh.
like the fact that Rick likes watching Rick skating.
Yeah.
And I just think that's pretty cool. I'm not too sure.
What's your favorite spot out here, bro?
Favorite spot?
Yeah.
I mean, I always say Elk because it's literally 3 minutes away from here.
You guys are so lucky out
Yeah.
here.
So
straight up.
no, I'm like beyond jaded. Like it's bad. It's bad. It happens though. Like over the years, you get you're just so hill spoiled.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, there's so many roads, but like Paradise has also been. Those are. I mean, that's like why I moved here,
Yeah.
and I think
Where are
that's
you originally
probably.
from?
I'm from Michigan.
Oh, Detroit.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody in the 313.
Yeah, you know.
Straight up.
I saw you went to like an Eminem concert or something a while back.
Yeah, bro. I'm a hip hop. I love hip hop too. I listen to mostly Young Thug these days. That's it. Nothing else.
That's it.
A Young Thug and then hardcore music.
Okay.
But like I'm from Australia. I was raised on Eminem. The first,
Really? Is that like Australian thing? Are
Is
people
it,
into
yeah,
Eminem in Australia?
typically like middle class Australian thing was to like listen to Eminem, and I remember being on like my first ever school excursion and sneaking off to buy the Eminem, no, not the Eminem show, the Marshall Mathers LP. But you just can't like. There was like this time in history where people thought it was cool to say Eminem sucks. Like, bruh, come on, like. Anyway, there's a lot more people I love, but like Eminem's so good. So when he comes to Australia, I go see him. I saw him in Italy though, bro, randomly in Milan. Like,
That's crazy.
yeah,
I came across. I forget what you had posted. I was like, wait, is that an Eminem show?
yeah, bro, straight up. But yeah, I just listen to Young Thug these days.
Aren't you going to Gucci Mane in
Oh,
Birmingham?
I was gonna try go to Gucci Mane in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, nice.
Birmingham, Alabama. Watch out for them gators. They'll creep up on you. But yeah, it's 6-hour drive, and I don't have anyone to go with really, so I don't think it's gonna happen, which sucks.
What is that?
'cause
This weekend or what?
It's
Tomorrow,
on. It's
I'm
on
pretty sure.
Thursday.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
And he has
gosh.
felonies, so he can't come to Australia. But it's life, bro.
I can only imagine that show will be insane if you end up.
Exactly, bro. You wanna come? You wanna
Kind of.
go? Yeah, bro.
Calling sick to work.
Straight up.
Might be calling in a few days.
Yeah.
Well, wow. Great podcast, you guys. I just wanted
Thank
to
you.
end with if you have any shout outs or thank yous you want to end with
You first.
as we wind her down.
Shout out Nordsdorf Trading Post, which is my cafe back in Australia. They're pretty cool.
Straight up.
Heck yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay. Shout out my mum. My biggest supporter ever. All the boys back home who've kept me skating for real. And shout out like anyone who's just appreciated anything to get that is done. Whether that's like buy a shirt, say hello to us, enjoyed the podcast, enjoyed a photo that I've ever posted, or just like the people that have get that tattooed on them, like shout out them, shout out anyone who's ever given love to get that, because it's filled my life with a joy that I never ever could have imagined. And you've been there for some of those moments, and it's just like I'm speechless sometimes. Like worked out last year how many states in America I'd sent a shirt to. It was like 28 states. Like why?
So awesome.
It's crazy. So shout out shout out to everyone that uses cameras, and shout out to anyone who hosts people in other countries, because that's how this happens, you know what I mean? Shout out you. Who's been your favorite podcast that you've ever done?
You know, everyone that I do, I'm like, this is the best one.
Okay.
So we'll see. It might be this one.
Who's your
Never know.
dream guest?
Ooh, I like how you're flipping this on me. I would probably say I mean, I've talked to Zach Madem a few times. It's in the works, letting things kind of breathe. But I think that'll be a really sick one. Or I'd like to get Matt K on.
Oh, brah. Yeah.
You know, those would be two really, really cool ones to get on. Or even like Louis, like the people that I kind of came up watching that were like, seemed like titans, you know, at the time. Like the Sector 9 suit, or like Zach's, like all these people had like such a iconic look to them and everything. So, you know, I'd like to get some OGs like that on. So, yeah, that's that'll happen one day though. You know. So, what about you?
Dream guest?
Yeah,
Kevin Rama. But I'm not gonna do Zoom style interviews. It has to be sitting down with him. Yep. But that day will come. I'm sure of it. But bro, thanks for having us on, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank both of you for coming on, and thanks to everyone for listening.
Straight up, if you've listened this far, you're a legend. Thank you. Keep supporting 35 Old Grip, because this dude is doing like legendary work, and he might not know it, but people on the other side of the world are loving it too. So support it. It costs nothing to leave a comment or share it or like it, or just press play and turn the noise down if you're busy. Just like same with Get That. Like, thanks to everyone who supports it. We're gonna do a collab shirt one day. You don't know it yet, but it's gonna happen. So we'll get onto that at some stage. But everyone who supports 35 Old Grip and Get That, shout out you.
Over and out. See ya.
There, boys.